Leading off for the Bears is their center fielder, Edwin Medina. Hitting second at shortstop, Blake Schmidt. The third place hitter is first baseman Alex Lacham. Batting fourth, the second baseman, Sean Moore. Hitting fifth, the DH, Colin Keefe. Batting sixth at third base, Jake Naus. Hitting seventh, the catcher, Brad Lamberty. Batting eighth in right field, Dalton Luschke. And hitting ninth in left field, Cody Williams. On the mound for DMACC will be Alec Crawford. Alec Crawford is a right-hander, 6'2", 205 pounds, from Wilton, Iowa, and we'll see him in the bottom of the inning. That lineup again: Medina, Schmidt, Lacham, Moore, Keefe, Naus, Lamberty, Luschke, and Williams. The defense for LSU Eunice in left field is Adam Angel. In center field, Dalton Harrington. And in right field, Landon Thibodeau. The third baseman is Sam Carrier, with Garrett Deschamps at shortstop, Casey Rodriguez at second, and Zach Hawkins around at first. Stuart Turner will do the catching for Brady Wilson. Brady Wilson is a left-handed pitcher, 6'1", 185, and a sophomore from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This year for Wilson, he is 13-1. No one else on his club has more than 7 victories. Wilson has 13. Pitching in his 17th game, all of them starts, 97 1/3 innings. He has struck out 79 and walked 23. So Wilson will face this DMACC lineup that is third in the country in hitting. Edwin Medina, the center fielder, is in from the right side, and the first pitch of Game 5 is swung on and lined to left for a base hit. Angel cannot cut it off. The ball will roll all the way to the wall, and Medina has a stand-up double on the first pitch of the afternoon. Well, for DMACC, I guarantee a team that has been to the World Series as much as they have, they will not be intimidated by Eunice. A lot of clubs are. They walk onto the field. They are a subsidiary of LSU, the big LSU. They look just like LSU, purple and gold and white, and sometimes teams can get intimidated, and they are an intimidating bunch. But Medina, a double on the first pitch, and now Blake Schmidt, the shortstop, will stand in. Schmidt is a right-handed hitter as Wilson comes set and wheels back to second base. He was hoping to see if Schmidt would drop a bunt, at least show and tip off his hand. He did not. Blake Schmidt from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. He's not bunting, swinging away, and swings and misses. An 82-mile-per-hour pitch, low in the strike zone. Schmidt, 6'1", 180 pounds, a .392 hitter. Has 3 home runs and 37 RBIs. The corner's playing in, middle infield back, and the 0-1. Schmidt chops it high over the mound. The runner will advance. Charging hard, Deschamps. He double clutches, has no play, throws back to third, and he's out. Medina is out at third base as Deschamps bobbled the ball. Was not going to have a play at first, but Medina rounded too hard, and he gets thrown out over at third. It's an infield single for Schmidt. DMACC could have had runners on the corners, but no sir, Deschamps with a heads-up play. Wow, what a change in momentum in this inning. The Bears were going to have runners at first and third, nobody out, and a chance to get on top in the first inning. Now Brady Wilson is 1 pitch away from getting a double play, but he has to face Alex Lacham as a move goes to first and Schmidt back in with a headlong dive. Lacham, the biggest power threat in this tournament. He leads the country with 19 home runs and is 4th in America with 71 RBIs. Our home plate umpire looks toward the DMACC dugout and asks that just one on-deck hitter be in the on-deck circle, and that is Sean Moore. Wilson delivers, and Lacham takes a curveball low and inside. So that leadoff double goes by the wayside as Medina rounded third base too hard. Nice heads-up play by Deschamps, the shortstop. Move to first, and back in with a bear crawl is Schmidt. With a lefty on the mound, usually runners take a one-way lead unless they're off and running. Then you go on first movement. So Schmidt off to a much better lead, and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Wilson pulled the string, a 72-mile-per-hour changeup, and Lacham way out in front. Alex bats .376, so not only are his power and RBI numbers impressive, his average is as well. A slugging percentage of .743. The 1-1. Tap Slowly on the ground toward third. Pitcher Wilson has it, throws to first, and got him. Lasham lumbers down the line, does not run very well. If that's anybody else in the lineup, it's probably an infield single, but Wilson moving that way, falling off the mound to the third base side, made a heck of a play. There's 2 away as Schmidt moves into scoring position. That's the one knock on Lasham. He's not very fast. So with 2 outs, Sean Moore is the hitter. Moore, the cleanup man and second baseman, has the highest average on the team at .414. And he takes a curveball a little bit low. Wind really blowing hard in from right field. That's out of the south. And I'm saying 25 to 30 miles per hour. The 1-0 pitch. A hard smash to shortstop. The ball kicks off the shortstop into left field. And a run's going to score as Schmidt rounds third and heads home. That was a one-hop bullet to the shortstop DeChamp. It hit him in the chest and kicked out into left field, allowing a run to score. It's the 3rd hit of the inning, an infield base hit for Moore. Well, really not infield. It kicked into the outfield, but DMACC jumps in front 1-0. The RBI for Sean Moore is his 48th. That was an absolute rocket shot hit to shortstop. And with the runner moving in front, DeChamp was screened off for a brief moment. Here's Colin Keefe. And Keefe takes low and inside. Well, early on, DMACC getting some solid contact against Brady Wilson. He's not used to that. Young man's had a fantastic season. His ERA is just 2.50. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt. Runner thought about trying to advance as Turner blocked it in the dirt, but Moore puts the brakes on. DMACC doesn't run an awful lot, 87 stolen bases out of 116 tries. 1-0 Bears in the top of the 1st. Wilson delivers. A strike on the inside corner. Pretty pitch. Well, Wilson so far has not shown extreme power with the arm. He's not a power pitcher, but he has good breaking stuff, and like most lefties, pardon me, can really get it in there. Good breaking stuff. His cap blows off as he picks to first base, and Moore is back in safely. That tells you how hard the wind is blowing. As Brady Wilson lifted the leg to pick off to first base, the cap blew right off his head. It is an extremely windy day. All you left-handed hitters, beware. You're not going to hit one out to right. Here's a ground ball foul past the third base coach, Dan Fitzgerald. Coach Fitzgerald has his program rolling, making the World Series in 4 of the last 5 years. Their 3rd visit here to Enid. The 1 year they weren't here, they were beaten by Iowa Central. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Colin Keefe in from the right side with a runner at first. And Wilson's pitch just missed off the outside corner. LSU Eunice fans wanted the call, didn't get it. Keefe is a .343 hitter, 13 home runs. That's 11th best in the country, 60 RBIs, 14th best. And the 3-2 with the runner going, a swing and a foul. He just got a piece. Nice off-speed delivery by Wilson. Had Keefe way out in front. DMACC thinking they probably should have more than just a run, but they do have one after the base hit by Moore. There goes the runner, and the 3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Wilson minimizes the damage. A run on 3 hits and a man left. We go to the home half of the 1st inning. It's 1-0 DMACC. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
For Forbes magazine calls Central Iowa the best place in America for business and careers. If you want a great career, Central Iowa is the place to be. And if you want a great education, come to DMACC this fall. DMACC offers you a practical education that focuses on skills employers are looking for. And by the way, you'll save thousands of dollars in tuition. Fall classes start August 23rd.
One 0 Des Moines Area Community College as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Time now to set the LSU-Eunice lineup at 52-4. Leading off is the left fielder Adam Angel. Hitting second and center field Dalton Harrington. Batting third, the third baseman Sam Carrier. Drew Forbes is the cleanup man. He's the DH. Hitting fifth at first base, Zach Hawkins. Batting sixth in right field, Landon Thibodeau. The seventh place hitter is shortstop Garrett Deschamps. Hitting eighth, the catcher Stuart Turner, and batting ninth at second base, Casey Rodriguez. The defense for DMACC in left field, Cody Williams, Edwin Medina in center, and Dalton Luschke in right. Jake Noss is the third baseman, Blake Schmidt at shortstop, Sean Moore at second with Alex Lasham at first, and Brad Lamberty catches for Alec Crawford. Crawford's pitch is swung on line to first and past the first baseman for a hit into right field. Adam Angel, the leadoff man, goes the other way and slaps a base hit past the diving Lasham. Both leadoff hitters for DMACC and Eunice come up and hit the first pitch they see. Medina had a double, Angel with a single. And that brings in Dalton Harrington. Give you some of the numbers on Alec Crawford. Crawford is 11-1 with a 2.35 ERA. Game and start number 16. He has 9 complete games. 91 strikeouts and 16 walks. Harrington is the hitter, and Dalton takes a pitch high. Dalton Harrington, even out of that number 2 spot for Eunice, 56 RBIs, 22nd in America. And he's very speedy, 44 stolen bases, which is 6th best in the country. His teammate Angel, who was on first, has 41 steals. That is 10th in the country. So Eunice is top 2. Once they get on, more than likely they're going to try to move up. Leadoff base hit for LSU Eunice. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 84-mile-per-hour fastball down around the knees. Dalton Harrington, a left-handed hitter. He's out of Minden, Louisiana, and a sophomore, 6 foot, 195 pounds. The way that Jeff Willis has built this program, every other year, well, the last 6 years, they've won national championships, and they're the #1 team in the country again. The 1-1 pitch. Hit foul up and over the left side. He's able to recruit very heavily in the state of Louisiana, and as we all know, that part of the country is very baseball rich. And he's got that program rolling so much, and he's been able to get guys to come in, they play for a couple of years, win championships, then move on to the next level. Several players that have had a lot of success in college and the pros. The 1-2, fouled back. One of their former players, Rafe Rhymes, who was here back in 2010, leads all of NCAA Division I baseball in hitting. He plays for LSU out of the SEC, and they're a top 15 club, and he leads America in hitting. He played on this team 2 years ago and led junior college baseball in hitting. A pickoff goes to first, and Angel back in with a headlong dive. A man on, nobody out, 1-0 DMACC. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Crawford works off the extreme first base side of the rubber. Now comes set, pauses, and pitches. High and away. Waiting on deck is Sam Carrier. Eunice Club, they don't really beat it around the yard all that much. .326 their team batting average for the #1 ranked team in the country. That's probably not what you would expect. 23rd best. The runner bluffs going, and a swing and a miss as Harrington could not catch up to the high heat. He's down on strikes. First punch out for Alec Crawford, and with 1 out and Angel at first, here's Sam Carrier. Carrier, a dangerous RBI hitter, 58 driven in this year. That's 18th in Division II junior college baseball. as Crawford comes set and pitches. And Carrier takes it a little bit high. Just a curveball that would not come in the top of the zone. Sam Carrier from Destrehan, Louisiana. He's a sophomore as well, 5'10", 189. Pick to first, and Angel dives back in safely. These two clubs, DMACC was here last year, so some of their players got some experience. For Eunice, none of their players, at least, have played in this tournament. New group of guys. The runner goes. The pitch, a strike. The throw to second base is in time. He got him. An outstanding throw by Lamberty, the catcher, and maybe even a better tag by Sean Moore, the second baseman. That was a quick tag, and he got him on the side prior to Angel getting in safely. Jeff Willis is going to go out and talk with the third base umpire. He wants to argue the call. Angel, one of the fastest men in all of Division II baseball. He was thrown out by Lamberty. And Angel had a pretty good jump. So two are away. There's nobody on. And Carrier in a 1-1 count when play resumes. DMACC put together 3 hits in the first inning and picked up a run. Probably should have had more than that, but Medina was thrown out rounding third base too hard. So Crawford goes back to the windup and the 1-1. That's high for a ball. He let that one fly, 89 on the radar gun. Sam Carrier has played in all 56 games, a .341 batting average, and he takes strike 2 with the knees. 5 home runs and 57 RBIs. Young man with a .432 on base percentage. The infield, outfield are all deep and straight away as Crawford delivers. Swing and a miss. He blew a 91-mile-per-hour fastball right by him. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Crawford. A base hit erased on the caught stealing, and we're through 1 inning complete. It's Des Moines, Iowa 1, LSU Eunice nothing. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
A large contingent of LSU Eunice fans have made the trip from the southeastern part of our great country. They travel en masse when it comes to the World Series, and really, you think about all the teams involved, they're one of the closest teams here to Enid. DMACC back to the bats in the top of the second, and a curveball is low and inside to Jake Naus. Naus, the third baseman, and a right-handed hitter as Brady Wilson comes home. Swing and a miss. DMACC put together 3 hits in the top of the first, a run-scoring single, a bullet off of the shortstop from Sean Moore, the only run that's crossed. Another curveball low and inside. And Wilson's cap blows off again. Somebody get that guy a smaller cap. It's really windy. Welcome to Northwest Oklahoma. And today is even windier than normal. As Noss hits a high pop-up behind home plate. The wind may keep this in play for Turner, and he makes the catch. The way that wind is blowing, now kind of going toward the left field foul pole. What might have normally been in the 3rd or 4th row turns into a catcher pop-up, and Turner puts away the first out. Wilson hopes to settle down after a rocky first inning. He was greeted on the first pitch with a double from Medina. That brings in Brad Lamberty, the catcher. And Lamberty takes high. Right-handed hitter, 5'10", 195 from Altoona, Iowa. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Wilson, very crafty. You always hate to use that term and associate it with left-handers, but it seems to ring true most of the time. He's thrown a lot of change-ups and a lot of curveballs in the first inning plus. Here's a fastball high and wide. 2-1 on Lamberty. The DMACC catcher comes in, hitting .315, 4 homers and 36 RBIs. And he swings here and smokes one out of here, but foul. Ball was crushed over top of the equipment shed deep down the left field line. As I was looking down the averages, and Lamberty's name was about 2/3 of the way down, I thought, man, his average must not be very good, but that just tells you how good DMACC is swinging the bat when Lamberty is still hitting .315, and he's 2/3 of the way down. Now the 2-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. Deschamps to his left, sucks it up and throws him out. 2 away. Good pitch by Wilson. Fisted Lamberty just enough to take the steam off of it. That's 3 in a row retired by Wilson, and he'll face Dalton Luschke, the right fielder. Luschke a .322 batting average with a home run and 30 RBIs. The outfield plays Luschke straight up. Infield is all deep, no threat of a bunt, as Luschke hits a high fly toward left center field. The wind carries it out to the warning track. There's Angel, and he makes the play 2 steps onto the warning track. That's how strong the wind is. Normally that ball's in medium left field, but a 1-2-3 inning for Brady Wilson. We go to the bottom of the second. It's DMACC 1, LSU-Eunice 0. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Let me tell you about my college, Lackawanna College.
A 2-year, highly respected college that can prepare you for a career or to move on to a 4-year program.
5 regional locations, over 30-degree programs, and more.
I'm a future paramedic who found my future at Lackawanna College. Call or visit today and we'll help you find your future.
It's Northcutt's Memorial Day sale. Get great rebates, Memorial Day bonus cash, liquidation discounts, and 0% for up to 72 months. New 2012 Chevy Silverado 1500 extended cab, only $26,749. Or a 1500 Crew, just $24,897. 2012 Chevy Sonic, just $15,499. Get pre-approved online at northcuttauto.com or call toll-free to lock in your best deal. Northcutt Chevrolet Buick Enid, your shortcut to a great deal.
LSU-Eunice down a run, batting in the bottom of the second, 1-0 Des Moines Area Community College. They like to be called DMACC. A lot easier for us. Drew Forbes, the cleanup hitter, and DH will lead things off, and he swings and fouls one straight back. If you're watching on NJCAA TV, we have just put up a new camera angle right behind home plate, and that foul ball by Forbes nearly picked off our brand new camera. There's a curve on the inside corner, a strike called, as Forbes quickly down 0-2. Forbes, a freshman from Denham Springs, Louisiana. Talk about well-built, 6 foot, 218 pounds. He is rock solid, and he takes high and outside. Forbes comes in hitting .353. That is 3rd best on the club. 4 homers and 44 driven home. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing on a curveball. They will appeal to first, and they ring him up. First base umpire says Forbes went too far, could not check the swing in time. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Alec Crawford.
First base number 15, Hawkins.
LSU-Eunice, they think 2012 is again their year. They won the national championship in 06, 08, 010, and so now 12 would be the next logical year in that sequence. First pitch fastball is in the dirt to Zach Hawkins, the first baseman. Hawkins also a well-built guy, 6 foot, 197. He's a sophomore from Covington, Louisiana. Hawkins is the hottest hitter and the leading hitter. Sat out most of this year, only playing in his 28th game. He's played about half the time, but has a .358 batting average, a homer, and 19 RBIs. He gets deep in the batter's box, that back foot up against the chalk line. Left-handed stick, and he takes low, 2-0. Eunice wears the white pants, gold uniforms trimmed with purple. As on 2-0, Hawkins grounds one in the hole at first. Backhanded by Lasham. The underhands to Crawford covering the bag, and the putout goes 3-1. I'd given Lasham a little bit of grief on that ground ball that he was thrown out on in the first inning, but he showed some good range there, giving ground and going into the hole between first and second to make a nice backhanded play. There are 2 down, and Landon Thibodeau, the hitter. You look at this lineup and the entire roster, and you got to go through with the SID and with all the people from LSU Eunice, because the Cajun names sure ring true, and Thibodeau is one of them. He takes the ball low and away. They play Thibodeau to pull, leaving right center, and he takes a curveball low, 2-0. Thibodeau's had a good year, .345, a couple of home runs and 23 RBIs. 2 outs, nobody on, and he grounds one just foul past the third base bag. Not foul by much, maybe less than a foot. Alec Crawford gave up a leadoff single in the first inning. That man was erased on a caught stealing. He struck out 3 hitters in a row, then got Hawkins to bounce out. Now the 2-1 pitch. That's low as well. So Thibodeau in a good hitting count, 3-1, with Garrett Deschamps in the on-deck circle. Eunice occupies the third base dugout. DMACC the first base dugout. His ball 4 is low and away. And the Bengals have a runner. First walk allowed by Crawford. Told you his numbers coming in were outstanding. Strikeouts to walks. He had struck out 91 and walked just 16. Crawford, a bit of a veteran guy. He was in this tournament a year ago. DMACC, they made a great run through the losers bracket and nearly got themselves back into the championship hunt. Deschamps is in and takes a strike right there at the knees. If I'm not mistaken, DMACC lost their first game of the tournament and came back and won, well, I want to say 3 games before getting beat out by Western Oklahoma State. That was late in the tournament, maybe in the Final 4. The 0-1 pitch, grounded foul on the third base side. Ball ricochets out into left field. Will be tracked down by one of the reserves from Eunice, Buddy McCoy. He's been on foul ball detail. It's what happens when you stand at the end of the bench. Crawford trying to work through this second inning. DMACC a 1-0 lead, and now time called. Deschamps will step out. Garrett playing in his 57th game. He's played every game this season, batting .316, a couple of homers, and 46 RBIs. The kick in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Some hard heat from Crawford at 92 miles an hour. No runs, no hits, a man left on. We've played 2 at the World Series. It's 1-0 DMACC. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Hey, Monique, wait up.
Manny, good to see you.
Wow, great outfit.
I got it on Park Avenue.
Park Avenue? You're a classy lady, Monique, but can you afford to shop on Park Avenue?
You can if it's Park Avenue in Enid, Oklahoma. I got this outfit for only $5 at Park Avenue Thrift.
Park Avenue Thrift? What's that?
It's a thrift store in the 500 block of South Grand, right on Park Avenue. They have anything you could want, even outfits like this one at ridiculously low prices.
Is it exclusive? Can you get me in, Monique?
Of course, anyone can shop there. That's why they call it Enid's own community thrift store. And the best part is that 100% of the profit is given back to the community. Would you like to go with me? It's just up the street.
I'm no dummy. Let's go.
The Union Pacific rolls beyond the left field wall. We go to the top of the third inning, the fifth and final first-round game of the NJCAA Division II World Series. Des Moines Area Community College out of Boone, Iowa, a 1-0 lead over LSU Eunice. Of course, from Eunice, Louisiana. The Bears will send 9, 1, and 2 to the plate. Cody Williams leads it off, then Medina and Schmidt to follow. So far for Brady Wilson, he has allowed 3 hits, has struck out 1, not walked anybody. Ground ball on the first pitch, back up through the box and on into center field for Cody Williams. A leadoff base hit on the first pitch of the inning. You can tell that is DMACC's plan of attack. They want to go right at Brady Wilson because Wilson's not a power pitcher. He likes to get ahead, and he has to get ahead more than a power pitcher perhaps would have to. Crawford, because he can throw in the lower 90s, can come back and just blow you away. Wilson needs to get ahead, then use his off-speed stuff. So here's Medina, and a pickoff play to first. Williams back in standing up. Cody Williams, for a 9-hole, has an extremely high batting average, .359, and now on the way up after that single. He's being held on by Hawkins, and the pitch to Medina, instead a move to first. This DMACC club has played in this ballpark this year. They have begun to make it a tradition to play NOC Enid here at David Allen Memorial Ballpark. As Medina, a big cut and a miss. He went after an off-speed delivery. But DMACC comes down. They played 3 games against the home Jets, and I think there was another team that was involved, and it was almost a week-long thing, I think around spring break. And DMACC came down, played several games, and got a feel for the ballpark. Another move over. Back in standing up is Williams. In my opinion, that's a great thing to do, very smart. Get a feel for the ballpark, you can find the nooks and crannies, and just imagine yourself getting here. It's just good mojo. Curveball way outside, 1-1 on Medina. On the first pitch of the game, Edwin Medina drilled a double to the left field wall. But he got overly aggressive on the base pass, rounding third on an infield base hit, and was thrown out. With Williams at first and nobody out, top of the third inning. Wilson's pitch, the runner goes. It's a hit and run, a pop-up into shallow right field, and the ball's going to fall for a hit. Around second, heading for third, Williams will make it standing up. Medina, maybe a bit lucky, a little pop-up behind first base, and it was in that Bermuda Triangle where nobody could get to it. Casey Rodriguez would have had the best opportunity, but because the runner was moving with the pitch, he was covering second base. Hawkins was holding the runner on. He couldn't get back in time, and Thibodeau had no shot in right field. First and third for the Bears, and that brings in Blake Schmidt. Just a pop-up behind first that found a home on the hit and run. Wilson delivers. High for a ball. Eunice has not found himself in this position very often this year. Like I said, during their district tournament, they outscored their opponents 54-2. The 1-0 pitch. Schmidt takes it in the dirt. Blake Schmidt had that infield base hit, just a high chopper over the pitcher's mound. Deschamps did not have a play at first, but he caught Medina rounding third base too hard. Otherwise, DMACC could and probably should have more than one run. They've got a chance here with nobody out. There's a move to first, back in standing up Medina. Left fielder Angel playing very deep. Harrington is swung toward left center field. They play Schmidt to pull. And on 2-0, Schmidt grounds it foul into the Eunice dugout. Blake Schmidt from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, one of the few players not from Iowa, although there are several states represented by DMACC. They've got Minnesota, Iowa, a young man from Puerto Rico, in fact, a couple of Puerto Ricans, Illinois, Colorado. Another pickoff to first base, back in standing up Medina. There's an Alaska on their lineup, so Coach Fitzgerald starting to expand his recruiting base. Move to first base, and back in is Medina. Of course, nobody expands their recruiting base like Western Oklahoma State. They go to several different countries and several different northeastern states. The runner from first goes. The pitch is low. The throw to second, not in time. Medina swipes it easily, and a great pitch to run on, as it was a fastball in the dirt, and Stuart Turner did about all he could with it, but had no chance to get Medina. That takes away the threat of the double play, with 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out for Schmidt. The corners are in for Eunice. The middle infield is about halfway. The 3-1 in the dirt, ball 4, and that will load the bases for the biggest power hitter in all of junior college Division II baseball. First walk for Brady Wilson, and that will draw a visit to the mound from the assistant coach at LSU Eunice. While they chat out on the mound, we would like to say that during the World Series, each of the teams that make it here is paired with a local business or organization and a Little League team, and they serve as the host for that team during their stay in Enid. Let's recognize the host for the teams in this game. For Des Moines Area Community College, they're hosted by the Yard Dogs baseball team and Culligan of Enid. Jack Dalma, of course, the head of Culligan, and LSU Eunice, hosted by the Enid Astros baseball team and OG&E. That host program, headed up by Kelly Jensen, is absolutely amazing. What those teams do, they bring the kids out, number one, and they attach themselves to their respective clubs. Sometimes even the teams in the World Series go watch the kids play Little League games if they have a night off. They can run errands for the teams, tell them where restaurants are, go to the grocery store, whatever they need to be done. Bases loaded, nobody out for DMACC in the top of the 3rd inning, already leading 1-0, and Alex Lasham is in. The pitch to him, a curve in the dirt. Lasham, the country's leader in home runs with 19. He's 4th in America with 71 RBIs. 0 for 1 so far. They're loaded up with nobody out, and the pitch. A ground ball chopped to 3rd, up with it Carrier. He throws home, out, back to first, a double play. Exactly what Brady Wilson needed. The home to first double play, as Carrier for a brief moment thought about stepping on 3rd, but threw home to get the force, and back to first. Lasham, who doesn't run well, was out. That's a 5-2-3 double play, big time for LSU Eunice. Medina over to 3rd, Schmidt to 2nd, and now Wilson can get out of this inning unscathed if he can get Sean Moore. The first pitch to Moore is a curveball at the knees, a called strike. That's big time if you're Eunice. They needed that badly, and DMACC kicking themselves as they've already had some major opportunities to have multiple run innings and have not yet done it. They still lead 1-0 and can do it if Moore can come through. The 0-1, low and away. Pretty nice crowd here on a Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, very hot. A lot of fans standing in the shade or up in the upper deck where it's covered with shade. Those brave souls down there in the chairback sun seats are getting their money's worth. There's a fastball low, 2-1 on Sean Moore. Moore has the only RBI. He hit a bullet, a one-hopper to the shortstop Deschamps, and the ball caromed off his chest out into left field. And that allows Schmidt to score from second base. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to shortstop again. Deschamps up with it. He fires across, and that is the inning. Brady Wilson gets out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam as DMACC fails to score. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. DMACC 1, Eunice 0. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
If DMACC does not win this game, and especially if they lose in a close game, they will look back on that top of the third and say, what if? Bases loaded, no outs, and do not score. But so far, Alec Crawford has held down LSU Eunice to just one base hit through 2 innings. First pitch fastball is low and away to Stuart Turner. Glad to have you with us here at the World Series. Want to welcome in all of our listeners on KWBG out of Boone, Iowa. Folks from DMACC have picked up our broadcast feed. Here's a pop-up in foul territory, first base side. Lasham racing, can't catch it. The catcher, Lamberty, was going that way. Lasham had to race in, and the wind kept pushing it away from Lasham, and he dropped it. It hit him in the glove and fell. He tried a basket catch and did not make it. That gives new life to Stuart Turner, the leadoff hitter for Eunice. Turner, Rodrigue, Angel due up, 8-9-1. Here's the 1-1. A curve high and inside. But anyway, glad to have you folks on KWBG AM 1590 in Boone, Iowa. Here's the 2-1. A fly ball hit to shallow right field. Luschke, with that wind blowing it away from him, comes racing on. He'll make the catch. And Turner is retired. That makes Alex Lasham feel a lot better. Leadoff man gone. That'll bring in Casey Rodrigue, the second baseman. Not only are those folks in Boone, Iowa listening, hopefully the local fans here in Enid on 1390 KCRC, ESPN Radio are listening. Maybe our audio feed worldwide, or you're watching on NJCAA TV. Glad to have you with us wherever you are. Rodrigue takes a ball low and inside. The 9th place hitter and a left-handed hitter. He swings and fouls one off the end of the bat. A lot of different ways to get coverage of the Junior College World Series. That wind just howling in from right field. It's blowing very, very toughly. Swing and a miss. Rodrigue well out in front. Alec Crawford thus far with 4 strikeouts, a walk, and he's given up a base hit. That was to Angel on the first pitch of the first inning. Time called. Currently 87 degrees in Enid, Oklahoma. Only going to get warmer. That wind blowing at 23 miles an hour out of the south. As here's a base hit to center field. Rodrigue took a 91-mile-per-hour fastball, turned it around for the second Eunice base hit. That flips the lineup back over to Angel. And as DMACC saw, much like Eunice is hoping to see, if you can get those guys on toward the bottom part of the lineup, and your big boppers can drive them in. That's what's great about the teams here in the World Series. Almost every team has a solid lineup 1 through 9. Not an easy out in almost any of those lineups. Crawford back out of the stretch position. Delivers to Angel, and it hit him. A curveball hits Adam Angel on the left arm. And all of a sudden, Eunice has a rally. 2 men on with only 1 man out. That wind, I said 23 miles an hour, but it's gusting upwards of 33 to 35. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Des Moines, Iowa leads LSU Eunice, Louisiana 1-0. But 2 on for the Bengals, only 1 out for Dalton Harrington. Crawford delivers. A strike on the inside corner. Pretty pitch. A plastic bag blows all the way across the field without ever touching the ground. Just getting carried away. Debris could be an issue. Pickoff play back to second, a high throw, and the tag a little bit late as Rodrigue dives in ahead of Schmidt's tag. Schmidt fairly adamant that he got the tag in time. It was a close play, but from this angle, and we're a lot farther away than Mr. Schmidt is, it looked like he was safe. He also has a stronger opinion than we do. Rodriguez shortens up his lead as Crawford delivers the 0-1. Low. A ball and a strike on Harrington. He struck out swinging in the first inning. Top 25 in both RBIs and stolen bases for Dalton Harrington. Having an awesome season, .355 batting average. That is second on the club. 8 home runs and 56 RBIs. As Harrington checks his swing and takes high and away. On deck is Sam Carrier. Eunice with all that momentum after they got out of the bases loaded, nobody out jam in the top of this inning. The pause by Crawford. He pitches. A swing and a looper toward left field. That falls for a base hit. Runner around third had to hold up Rodriguez, so he'll stop. Had to make sure that ball would get down, and the base is now loaded for Eunice. Here come the Bengals right back. One of the highest scoring teams in the country. Turner flew out to right field to start the inning. And a hit batter and a single by Harrington. So Eunice has him loaded up with one away for Sam Carrier. Carrier with 57 RBIs, 18th best in the country. Crawford hoping to do what his counterpart did, and that's get a big double play. Double play would end the inning. The pitch to Carrier. Fouled off over the right side. LSU Eunice making their 6th trip to the World Series overall. They were last here in 2010, so they've been to Enid now 3 times. They were here in 2009, 2010, 2012. 3 titles to their name, and they are the favorites coming in. Alec Crawford sets and pitches. Popped him up, out towards second base. Infield fly rules in effect as Schmidt comes on to make the catch behind the pitcher's mound, and a big out number 2. Great pitch by Crawford, just jammed the heck out of Sam Carrier, and the ball made it just over the mound in time for Schmidt to get there on the run. So Crawford threatening to get out of a bases loaded jam. Both pitchers trying to play Houdini. He'll have to get through Drew Forbes, the cleanup hitter from Eunice. He struck out in his first at-bat. And Crawford steps off the rubber. He'll choose to go out of the full windup with 2 outs. And the pitch. A curveball for a strike. I was watching SportsCenter earlier this morning, and Vanderbilt during the SEC tournament pulled a triple steal of home, of third, of second. Could Eunice do the same thing? I doubt they would be that gutsy. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Forbes had a major hack at it. 0-2. To pull off that triple steal, you have to have a pitcher that is very slow to home plate. And Crawford is not. He's been very quick, even out of the windup. He has Forbes down 0-2. Can he finish him off and maintain the 1-run lead? Time called. DMACC has out-hit Eunice 5-3, and they lead it 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. A lot of base runners for both teams, though. Crawford, 1 foot on the rubber, 1 foot off. Gets the sign and delivers. And he just missed off the corner. Trying to pitch away. That's a pretty 0-2 pitch. Probably was not a strike, but very close that Forbes might chase. Right fielder Luschke is very shallow and right with the wind blowing in. He can play shallow. Center fielder, left fielder deep. The 1-2. Ground ball hit towards second base. There's Sean Moore. Fields a waist-high hop, and he throws out Forbes to end the inning. Eunice cannot capitalize. They strand the bases loaded. A couple of hits, 3 men left on. We are through 3 at the World Series. It's 1-0 DMACC. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Forbes magazine calls Central Iowa the best place in America for business and careers. If you want a great career, Central Iowa is the place to be. And if you want a great education, come to DMACC this fall. DMACC offers you a practical education that focuses on skills employers are looking for. And by the way, you'll save thousands of dollars in tuition. Fall classes start August 23rd.
Where can a washer and dryer become a concert? Where does an old sofa turn into a new discovery? Where does a lamp become a performance or a television become a television station? Where can a mattress beautify Main Street? Only at Park Avenue Thrift, where 100% of the profits from your donations fund community endeavors, making Enid a better place, one donation at a time.
Both teams with an opportunity to put together big innings, and they both come up with nothing. DMACC had the bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the third, failed to score. Eunice had him loaded up with one out in the bottom of the third and failed to score. So we stay 1-0 Bears, as they will send up 5, 6, and 7 in their lineup. Colin Keefe leads it off, the designated hitter, against Brady Wilson. And Keefe hits the first pitch high in the air and deep to center, but playable for Harrington. He moves toward the left center field alley and puts away out number 1 on one pitch. So Keefe is down, and that brings up Jake Noss, the third baseman. Dan Fitzgerald down that third base coaching line. Stopwatch in one hand as the coaches pull over on the skull caps that the coaches are required to wear these days. First pitch fastball's in at the knees. Noss takes a strike. He popped up into foul ground to the catcher, leading off the second inning. 5 hits thus far for DMACC, but only 1 run. Noss checks his swing, but went too far. Went around on a high fastball. It's 0-2. Lamberty is next. If anyone can reach, Luschke will bat. Wilson has pitched a 1-2-3 inning. That came back in the second. The next, a little bit low. Wilson has outstanding arm action. Whether it's the fastball or the breaking stuff, it all looks the same coming out of his hand. Now a 1-2 offering. In the dirt. Western Oklahoma State looks like they're here. Madison College here. Come to watch a little bit of action, maybe get a workout in with their days off today. The 2-2. Popped him up. Is it playable? Turner back toward the screen. Does have a play, and he makes the catch. Almost stumbled down, but Stuart Turner stuck with it. And for the second time, Jake Noss pops up to the catcher. The wind seems to shift every once in a while, sometimes blowing straight in from right. At the moment, it's blowing toward the left field wall, and that allowed the ball to hang in play for Turner. So 2 outs, and here's Brad Lamberty. He takes the fastball high and outside. We looked at the matchups from yesterday with the teams that won and experience here at the World Series, 1 out in each of those games. Inside fastball, Lamberty takes ball 2. Heartland was here last year. They beat Catawba, who made their first appearance. Madison here last year. They beat Rhode Island, who hadn't been to the World Series since '96. Swing and a miss by Lamberty, going after a high fastball. Scottsdale was here in 2009, so their coaching staff knew about the World Series. They beat Lackawanna, who had never been here. Then Western Oklahoma State, they won the championship last season and beat Grand Rapids, who had not been back to the World Series since '08. Ground ball left side, diving stop by Carrier. He gets to his feet but cannot throw out the speedy Brad Lamberty. And Lamberty will have himself an infield base hit. Good play by Carrier to dive and at least come up with that ground ball. But even by popping to his feet very quickly, Lamberty runs well too well. That's the 6th hit for the Bears, and it gets Dalton Luschke to the plate. Luschke flew out to left field in the second inning. Right-handed hitter batting .322 with a 1 home run and 30 RBIs. They give him the entire left field line as Wilson delivers the pitch. A curve in the dirt. The upper deck, which is shaded by an overhang, is packed to the gills. On a hot and sunny day like today, you would expect that to be the case. The crowd continues to fill in on this Sunday. Leschke takes it low, 2 balls and no strikes. LSU Eunice has traveled very well. DMACC has a pretty good contingent here. It's one of the shorter drives. Think about Western Oklahoma State, Eunice, DMACC. Ground ball chopped toward third. Carrier up with it, goes the short route to second, and they get the force play on Lamberty coming down. A 2-out base hit, man left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Des Moines, Iowa 1, LSU Eunice nothing. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Certus Eye Comfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
1-0 DMACC in the bottom of the 4th inning as they lead LSU Eunice. Glad to have you with us on a very hot and sun-filled afternoon in Enid, Oklahoma. Temperatures in the upper 80s. Wind blowing out of the south at around 25 to 30 miles per hour, and it's been a great tournament so far. The final first round game. Later on today, this afternoon, our 3:30 contest, and in our 7 o'clock game, we'll say goodbye to a couple of teams. Up next, Catawba Valley faces Rhode Island, then Lackawanna will face Grand Rapids at 7. First pitch hit hard right side, diving stop by the second baseman. He gets to his feet and Moore throws out the leadoff man, Zach Hawkins, here in the 4th inning. Hawkins up there hitting the first pitch and hit a rope that Sean Moore made a diving stop on and had plenty of time to get up and throw him out. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 4th inning. Outstanding defensive play by Sean Moore. Here's Landon Thibodeau, the right fielder. Thibodeau drew a walk and was stranded in the 2nd inning. He flashes bunt, takes it away, and takes a strike at the knees. Eunice fans didn't like it. Looked to be a pretty good pitch. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. So far for Crawford, 4 strikeouts and a walk. He's also hit a batter. Got out of some trouble last inning. Bases loaded, 1 out, pitched around it. Kept the game 1-0. Now the 0-2. Upstairs, trying to get Thibodeau to chase. He would not fish. You've never been to David Allen Memorial Ballpark, 390 feet to straightaway center, double-deck fence, triple-deck jumbotron in right center. As Thibodeau takes a curve in the dirt, it's 2-2. 300 feet down the right field line, 328 to the left field corner, 363 in the left field alley, 369 in the right field alley with a deck and a half high fence. The 2-2 pitch. Ball 3 upstairs from 0-2 to 3-2. This ballpark just has an old school feel. A lot of nooks and crannies, definitely not symmetrical. The payoff to Thibodeau. He walked him. All of a sudden, Crawford lost the strike zone after getting Thibodeau down 0-2. And both of Crawford's walks are to the Eunice right fielder. Tying run is aboard, and the go-ahead run at the plate, the person of Garrett Deschamps. Deschamps, the shortstop, struck out in his first at-bat. Pitch to him. Low and away. You know, Crawford can go deep into games. Out of his 16 starts prior, 9 complete games. World Series, though, is a different animal. Crawford checks the runner and pitches. Upstairs. You also have to take into account that throughout the course of the year, a lot of games that these teams play are 7 innings. Once you get to the postseason, it's all 9-inning affairs, and that really changes the dynamics of pitching. It's a lot tougher to go 9 than 7, obviously. The 2-0, up and in. He nearly hit Deschamps. That's 7 balls in a row from Alec Crawford. He had Thibodeau down 0-2, wound up walking him and has fallen behind to Deschamps 3-0. Stuart Turner waits on deck. Bottom of the 4th inning and a 1-0 DMACC lead. Here's that pitch. Just a bit high, ball 4. 8 in a row out of the strike zone. Back-to-back walks, and Eunice has the tying and go-ahead runs on base. As Turner walks to the plate, the pitching coach at DMACC will go to the mound. That'll allow us a chance to remind all of our listeners that after our game, we'll name our Wings to Go players of the game. One from each team, Wings to Go at the corner of Cleveland and Garriott in Enid. They are more than just their simply great wings. Although the wings are great, they've got salads, burgers, wraps, Philly cheesesteaks, and a whole lot of other menu items. Great place to hang out, watch your favorite team on their numerous televisions, and a great family atmosphere. Wings to Go, don't you know? That's our sponsor of our players of the game. Alec Crawford had been cruising along at times, ran into trouble last inning, got out of it. Got Hawkins to ground out on the first pitch of this inning, had Thibodeau 0-2, and all of a sudden he lost the strike zone. 8 consecutive balls. Thibodeau at second, Deschamps the runner at first as Stuart Turner steps in from the right side. Stuart Turner is a sophomore, homegrown from Eunice. 6'2", 228 pounds. He's the LSU Eunice catcher. Crawford steps off the rubber. He was not yet ready to pitch. Lachaume, the first baseman, will play behind the runner. Middle infield halfway. They would like a double play. Crawford pitches. And a swing and a long one is deep and foul. Turner out in front. Tattooed that ball, but well fouled. Thibodeau had a pretty good lead out there at second base. He was trying to time it with the thoughts of stealing third. Crawford steps off the back of the rubber as Blake Schmidt, the shortstop, came racing in, but there was nothing that Crawford could do because he had yet to come set. He couldn't pick back. All he could do is step off, and by that time, the runner was going to be back in easily. The check at second, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a base hit to left field. Runner being waved around third, Thibodeau, he's going to score, and we're tied up at 1. Stuart Turner delivers an RBI single to left field, and this game is all knotted up in the bottom of the 4th. Deschamps stops at second base. Turner drives home the RBI to tie the game. That is his 44th RBI of the season. Even the 8-hole hitter at Eunice has 44 RBIs. And the inning not done yet. Bengals want to get the lead as Rodrigue steps in. Casey Rodrigue has 1 of 4 Eunice hits. It's been the very top and the very bottom of the LSU Eunice lineup getting it done. The pitch to Rodrigue, taken high. Those 2 walks have come back to hurt Alec Crawford. And we said coming in, he had walked very few throughout the course of the season. Just 16 walks coming into the World Series. 1-1 tie, bottom of the 4th, now time called. Rodrigue will step out. Rodrigue, a left-handed hitter. Waves that bat, holds the handle right next to his left ear flap. And on 1-0, a line drive caught by Lachaume at first. He'll tag the runner for a double play. Rodrigue tattooed it, but right at the first baseman, Lachaume, and he just tagged out Turner trying to get back to the bag, and the inning is over. Eunice, though, ties the game, a run, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 5th inning at the World Series. It's 1-1. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
My future is in natural gas technology.
My future is in teaching.
I'm a future business leader.
My future is in computers and IT security.
My future is in diagnostic sonography.
My future is in human services, but there are a lot of majors to choose from.
Lackawanna College offers over 30 degree programs at 5 locations.
Lackawanna College helped define our futures. Call or visit today and find your future at Lackawanna College.
It's Northcutt's Memorial Day sale. Get great rebates, Memorial Day bonus cash, liquidation discounts, and 0% for up to 72 months. New 2012 Chevy Silverado 1500 extended cab, only $26,749. Or a 1500 Crew, just $24,897. 2012 Chevy Sonic, just $15,499. Get pre-approved online at northcuttauto.com or call toll-free to lock in your best deal. Northcutt Chevrolet Buick Enid, your shortcut to a great deal.
Both of these teams have had some opportunities to score runs, and yet we have just a 1-1 tie heading to the 5th inning. Two outstanding offenses, but two outstanding starting pitchers. And right now the pitching, when clutch time is there, is winning out. 9-1-2 due up for DMACC as Cody Williams fouls the first pitch off over the left side. Brady Wilson from LSU Eunice has allowed 6 hits thus far, but just 1 run, and he has pitched himself out of some tough jams. The 0-1 offering, swing and a miss. Williams way out in front of a beautiful curveball. Williams singled back in the 3rd inning, and he was left over at 3rd. Actually out on a force play at home plate as part of a double play. This curveball is low and outside. Williams would not fish. After 4 innings for DMACC, 1 run, 6 hits, no errors, and they have left 4 runners on. Seems like a lot more. The 1-2. Ground ball to shortstop. Nice easy hop for Deschamps. He sucks it up and throws out Williams, leading off the 5th. So far for LSU Eunice, they have 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and they've also stranded 4. So Williams now 1 for 2, and the lineup turns over to the leadoff man, Edwin Medina. Medina's had a nice day, 2 for 2. A 1st inning double, a 3rd inning single. He also stole a base. Takes a curve in the dirt. Medina 2nd on DMACC's team in hitting at .405. 7 home runs and 52 RBIs. They give him a lot of right center, and Medina takes high and away. Schmidt will follow, if anyone can reach, Alex Lachon. Wind howls from the right field foul pole to the left field foul pole. And Medina grounds one that hits the 3rd base bag and caroms into left field. Medina speeding for 2nd. Off balance throw to 2nd, not in time. It's the 3rd hit for Medina, and he's been able to get a couple of fortunate bounces. That ball hit the 3rd base bag. Whether or not Sam Carrier would have fielded it, I don't know. But once it hit the bag, there was no shot for an infielder to make a play. A 3 for 3 day for Medina, and the go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 out for Blake Schmidt. Sometimes the ball will hit the bag and come right to a fielder. Sometimes it will hit the bag and just die. That one hit the bag and hopped over everyone's head out into left field. Medina runs well enough. He was not going to be denied a double. Here's Schmidt, and he swings away and fouls it off over the right side. Schmidt has been on twice with a single, a walk, and he has scored the only Bears run. The Eunice left-hander, Brady Wilson, on the 3rd base side of the rubber. Checks at 2nd and pitches. Low and away. Great stop by Turner. He just barely got enough glove on that ball to keep it at home plate. Eunice, the white pants, gold tops trimmed in purple. DMACC, gray pants, navy blue tops trimmed in white. The runner at 2nd, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch, instead a move to 2nd, just to check on the runner. That inside move, Wilson lifted the leg and moved towards second base. DMACC has out-hit Eunice 7-4. 11 hits combined, but just 2 runs combined. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. Good stop again by Turner. Blake Schmidt trying to get DMACC the lead right back. Their run came in the top of the first, and it stayed that way until Eunice pushed one across in the bottom of the fourth. We're now in the fifth. First of 3 games here on day 2 of the World Series. And the 2-1 pitch. There's a curveball and a beautiful one at the knees, a called strike. Schmidt third on the team in hitting at .392. 3 homers and 37 RBIs. The left-hander settles and pitches. Swing and a foul ball. Just got a piece of it. Our next game, our next 2 games, elimination games. Catawba Valley and Rhode Island. Then at 7 o'clock tonight, Lackawanna and Grand Rapids. Tom Nelson will have the call of game number 2. And tonight, John Herrick will take us home at 7. The 2-2 pitch. That's low. Runs the count full. Big Alex Lasham waits on deck. Center fielder Harrington is a couple of steps shaded toward the right center field gap, leaving a huge alley in left center. And Schmidt swings and strikes out. Wilson got him on a curveball, 2 down. It's that big overhand 12-6 curve. Wilson's second punch out. And now Lasham will get the chance. This guy's had some opportunities today with people on base, but has yet to deliver. And he's delivered so often throughout the course of the year. 19 home runs, 71 RBIs, but Lasham today is 0 for 2. In fact, he hit into a double play with the bases loaded. And he swings here and gets jammed, popping one up to third base. In foul territory, there's Carrier, he's got it, and the inning is over. Medina had the 1-out double, but he dies at second base. We're halfway home, heading to the bottom of the 5th. DMACC and Eunice tied at 1. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Hey, Monique, wait up.
Manny, good to see you.
Wow, great outfit.
I got it on Park Avenue.
Park Avenue? You're a classy lady, Monique, but can you afford to shop on Park Avenue?
You can if it's Park Avenue in Enid, Oklahoma. I got this outfit for only $5 at Park Avenue Thrift.
Park Avenue Thrift? What's that?
It's a thrift store in the 500 block of South Grand, right on Park Avenue. They have anything you could want, even outfits like this one at ridiculously low prices.
Is it exclusive? Can you get me in, Monique?
Of course, anyone can shop there. That's why they call it Enid's own community thrift store. And the best part is that 100% of the profit is given back to the community. Would you like to go with me? It's just up the street.
I'm no dummy. Let's go.
An outstanding ball game, which we expected. A hot afternoon, a great day for a snow cone, or one of the many great concessions here at David Allen Memorial Ballpark. 1-1 between DMACC and Eunice, number 1 against number 4, and it's all that we expected. First pitch fouled off in the inning as the leadoff man for Eunice, Adam Angel, hits one foul over the right side. Angel has not been shy about hitting early in the count. The 0-1. Curveball for a strike. Alec Crawford, through 4 innings, has given up 4 base hits. He struck out 4, hit a man, and walked 3. The 0-2. Called strike 3. He froze him on a curveball. Beautiful pitch that dropped in at the knees. 5th strikeout for Crawford. Leadoff man retired. That brings in Dalton Harrington. I always say that good pitching will minimize good hitting, and I believe that's true, and it has been so far. Although 11 combined hits, guys are getting base hits or just not getting scoring hits. As Harrington takes a strike knee high. He didn't like that call. Both teams have had opportunities with runners in scoring position and haven't got it done. Harrington, a foul ball, hit back into the screen. So after the early, or not early, but the last inning, control problems for Crawford, he seems to have gotten over those. Now back into the strike zone with regularity. The 0-2 pitch, low and away. Tried a change up, and Harrington would not go fishing. Dalton Harrington is 1 for 2 with a third inning single, and he struck out in the first. Crawford, a right-hander. Harrington bats left, and the 1-2 pitch. A fly ball goes to shallow center. Medina racing on, still racing. Now the left fielder calls for it, and was the catch made? I think so. The two outfielders, are the shortstop and the left fielder, are both there. And did he catch it? He did. He did. Jeff Willis will race out and argue this call. It was the shortstop, Schmidt, who made the catch. Or maybe it wasn't. The catch was made. It might have been Williams racing in from left. What I think happened was that Cody Williams caught the ball. He collided with his shortstop, Blake Schmidt, and I think Schmidt was holding on to Williams' glove. It fell on top of him or in his lap or something, because Schmidt had an extra glove in his possession, took the ball out and threw the glove back to Williams. The umpire tried to get out there in a good position to see it. The one thing that you can say was that Edwin Medina, the center fielder, as he came racing on and that collision happened, he was pumped because he thought his guy made the catch. It looked like a genuine, yes, my guy made that catch type of reaction, but for Eunice, they're not exactly sure what just happened. They think that Harrington should be at second base with only one out. All three umpires are converging out near second base and talking about what they saw. That was a funky play. And they're going to call him out. And I think the left fielder, Williams, will get credit for the catch. Williams came racing in. Medina did as well. Schmidt, the shortstop, went out. Medina pulled off at the very last minute. Schmidt came sliding in, and I think is the man that made that play. I don't know if his glove came off his hand, but the ball, I don't think, ever hit the ground. Between innings, I'll check with some other people and see if they have any better clue as to what happened during that play. But right now, Jeff Willis is not very happy. He is talking with one of our base umpires and very adamantly is saying that he's wrong. During the World Series, before you get to the championship game, we have only 3 umpires. And so they can only go out so far to get on plays like that. If you had a second base umpire with 4 umpires, then you'd be in perfect shape. He could get out there and would have seen that a lot better, but it's difficult for the guy over at third base to make it all the way to left center field. So 2 are away, the first 2 hitters of this 5th inning, and that brings in Sam Carrier. Maybe a break for DMACC. Eunice sure thinks so. As Carrier flies one to right field on the first pitch, Luschke is right there. He's got it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Bengals. We go to the 6th inning, the final first-round game at the World Series. We're tied up at 1. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Certus iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
1-1 between DMACC and LSU Eunice. Glad to have you with us. Top of the 6th inning at the NJCAA World Series. Brown's crew touching up the field. Quick hand drag and a quick water down to keep that dust from blowing. Talking with the guys over a couple of doors down here in the press box, they saw pretty much what I saw. The left fielder, Cody Williams, came sliding in. He made the catch and went down to both of his knees. And that the shortstop, Blake Schmidt, came and basically took the glove off of his hand with the ball in it and showed the umpire the glove with the ball in it. That's what I pretty much thought happened, and that's what the umpires saw, and I guess that is perfectly legal. The ball never hit the ground. It was in a glove. I'm not sure there's a rule in there that says you can't take the other guy's glove, but it's still an out, a 1-2-3 inning for Alec Crawford, and DMACC will be up in this top of the 6th inning in a 1-1 tie. 1 run, 7 hits, no errors for DMACC. Eunice has 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors as well. You're just joining us and had not heard what happened in Day 1 action. We had 4 games to start Day 1. Heartland beat Catawba Valley 5-4. Madison College out of Wisconsin beat the Community College of Rhode Island 7-2. Scottsdale, Arizona beat Lackawanna, Pennsylvania 6-5 in 10 innings. And then Western Oklahoma State in a 7-inning run rule beat Grand Rapids, Michigan 9-1. Coming up at 3:30, Catawba Valley will face Rhode Island. Then Lackawanna against Grand Rapids. Both of those games are elimination games. The winner of this game will have a day off and play at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night against the Western Scottsdale winner. The loser will also get a day off and play at noon on Tuesday against the loser of that Scottsdale Western game. Sean Moore leads it off for DMACC and takes a strike at the belt from Brady Wilson. 1-1 between 2 of the top 4 teams in the country. Great first-round matchup at the World Series. Moore is 1 for 2, and he hits it foul over the right side. You might wonder how they come up with the bracket for the World Series, who plays whom, what time, all that is predetermined several years in advance. They take the districts and they mix them up each year, so you play somebody different. 0-2 pitch just outside. Wilson missed off the corner. So we know that in a couple of years, the winner of the North Plains District, which is where Des Moines comes from, will play somebody different. Ground ball to third. Carrier up with it. And over to first in time to get Moore. Leadoff man gone. They try to mix it up every year. The NJCAA does, so that if you make it back to the World Series, you're not playing the same opponent in the first round every year. And some years you may be on top of the bracket. Some years you may be like these 2 teams and have the first day off and play on day 2. It just is a random draw. Fastball low and outside to Colin Keefe, the designated hitter. Keefe is 0 for 2. Big boppers for DMACC so far have been shut down as Keefe looks at 1 outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Just happened to be this year the maybe bad luck of the draw that 1 faces 4 in the opening game. The 2-0 pitch. Foul back. Good rip. Left fielder Angel playing off the line and very deep. Thibodeau a bit more shallow and right. Fastball upstairs. Keefe leans out of the way, gets the hands back. So no matter win or lose today, both of these teams will take tomorrow off and play on Tuesday. Here's the 3-1. A check swing ground ball to second base. Rodrigue up with it. Nice throw to first, and Keefe is retired. Boy, he did not want to swing the bat on that pitch. Just went too far, and excuse me, ground ball out. That's 4 in a row retired by Wilson, and he has begun to settle down. Had some major issues in the 3rd inning, but since that point has allowed just a couple of hits, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and now with a chance to get a 1-2-3 inning if he can retire Jake Noss, the 3rd baseman. And Noss lines 1 down the right field line. Will it stay fair? No, just foul. By about 3 or 4 feet. The right field corner is an adventure for right fielders who have never played here. It goes all the way to a point where at the foul pole there is no foul ground. It's either out of play or it's a home run. The 0-1. A line drive to left center field. A diving attempt by the center fielder, and he trapped it. Harrington knocked it down. It's a base hit for Noss. But boy, Eunice is very lucky that Harrington actually had that ball go into his glove. If it didn't, Noss maybe at third base or might have even scored. That was a dangerous opportunity for Harrington as he dove to his right and he trapped the baseball. But it's a hit for Jake Noss, his first of the tournament, and a 2-out base runner for the Bears. That's always a gamble. Sometimes you're willing to take it, sometimes you shouldn't. With 2 outs, Harrington was able to take that chance. Move to first, close play, and he's safe. Noss just back in ahead of the tag. The batter is Brad Lamberty. Lamberty 1 for 2 with a 4th inning single. 8 hits for DMACC, but just 1 run. Tie game, top of 6. Curveball's low. You can see why Brady Wilson won 13 games. Very hard-nosed pitcher. Doesn't have the best fastball in America by any means, but he will compete. The 1-0. Curveball in the dirt. Such a windy day here in northwest Oklahoma. Winds around 25, gusting to 35 and even higher miles per hour. Right now the wind is blowing to the left field corner. Right-handed hitter just wants to get something up in that jet stream and watch it carry out of here. The 2-0 right down the middle, called strike. If Lamberty could reach, Luschke would be next. DMACC scored a run in the top of the first, Eunice a run in the bottom of the 4th, and both have had better opportunities to get more across. Another move over to first, Noss back in, standing up. Outstanding crowd on hand for a Sunday afternoon. A lot of local and not so local fans in attendance. This town, in its 4th year hosting this World Series, has continued to get better and better about supporting the tournament. Another move to first to check on Noss, and he has yet to give an inclination that he might be running. Noss this year has 13 stolen bases, but he's been caught 7 times. Not a great percentage. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Lamberty was late on a fastball. As a team, DMACC has 87 steals, but they don't have an outstanding percentage. It's pretty good, but not outstanding. They've been caught 29 times. Eunice will give up the right center field gap, and the 2-2 pitch way outside. Turner came out of his crouch like he might want to snap the throw to first, but did not. So a full count coming up with 2 outs. That will allow Noss to leave on the pitch. He can't get too much of a head start against the left-hander. If he does, Wilson could just pick right over. Wilson sets. The runner goes. The pitch comes. And it's popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Is there a play? Hawkins is there. He's got it. And the inning is over. DMACC strands another. They've left 6 for the game following a 2-out base hit. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. DMACC and Eunice are tied at 1. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
It's Northcutt's Memorial Day sale. Get great rebates, Memorial Day bonus cash, liquidation discounts, and 0% for up to 72 months. New 2012 Chevy Silverado 1500 extended cab, only $26,749. Or a 1500 Crew, just $24,897. 2012 Chevy Sonic, just $15,499. Get pre-approved online at northcuttauto.com or call toll-free to lock in your best deal. Northcutt Chevrolet Buick Enid, your shortcut to a great deal.
Many Iowa companies are looking for highly skilled workers. Let DMACC help you qualify for a great job in advanced manufacturing, green industries, health careers, and many more. DMACC offers you a practical education with training and expertise employers want. More reasons to choose DMACC? Affordable tuition, book rental program, no application fees. Classes start August 23rd. Go to dmac.edu.
DMACC and LSU Eunice tied up 1 apiece in the bottom of the 6th inning. Exactly what we thought we would have today, maybe a bit more high scoring. But we thought we'd have a tight game between 2 of the best teams in the country. So far, only one of the games in this tournament has gotten out of hand. That was the Western Oklahoma State win last night. Everything else has been fairly close. Drew Forbes leads it off for Eunice and takes a ball low and outside. Alec Crawford now pitching into the 6th inning, giving up 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a hit batter. Forbes takes it low, 2-0. Hawkins and Thibodeau to follow if anyone can reach Deschamps. The 2-0 pitch over the outside corner for a strike. Eunice fans behind home plate did not like the call, and they don't mind letting the home plate umpire know about it. Here's a line drive to center field. Medina, right there, going to his left, puts it away. Forbes hits it hard, but to the wrong person. Medina can cover some ground out there. You go back to the double play to end the 4th inning. That's 6 in a row retired by Crawford. And he's gotten himself out of a couple of major jams. The biggest one, the 3rd inning, where Eunice had the bases loaded and only 1 man out. First pitch popped up by Hawkins on the infield. Shortstop will call off the second baseman, and Schmidt has the catch behind the bag. Blake Schmidt took charge, and Sean Moore got out of the way. Very quick inning so far for Crawford. He's retired 7 straight. And he'll face Landon Thibodeau, the right fielder. A couple of outstanding #1 pitchers for these 2 clubs. As Crawford misses low and outside. Coming up next, we'll have 2 elimination games. Here's a swing and a high fly, hit well to left. Williams going back. He gets to the track, to the wall, leaps, and the ball's gone. It hits the top of the wall and carries on out of here. Landon Thibodeau, just enough to untie the game, and Eunice takes a 2-1 lead. Williams got back to the wall, had it positioned perfectly, gave it a leap, and the ball was just over his glove, hit the top of that brick wall, and carried out of the ballpark. 2-1 Eunice in the bottom of the 6th. And now we're ready to go as a bunt shown and a strike called to Garrett Deschamps. That was just enough with that wind blowing to get it out of here. Just the 3rd home run for Thibodeau this year. The 0-1 pitch, low and outside. Deschamps today is 0 for 1. And he fouls it off. Flips the top of the net and carries back over the grandstand. Right now, the wind is blowing straight in from right. There's been times where it has blown toward that corner. Didn't look exactly where it was blowing when the ball was hit, but probably was helping more than it was hurting. A strike 3 is called to Deschamps on a curveball over the outside corner. He goes down on strikes for the 2nd time, 6 punch outs for Crawford. But the big home run by Thibodeau has given LSU Eunice a 2-1 lead. We go to the 7th inning. Let's pause. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
To book your Enid getaway, go to visitenid.org or call 877-999-ENID.
My future is in natural gas technology.
My future is in teaching.
I'm a future business leader.
My future is in computers and IT security.
My future is in diagnostic sonography.
My future is in human services, but there are a lot of majors to choose from.
Lackawanna College offers over 30 degree programs at 5 locations.
Lackawanna College helped define our futures. Call or visit today and find your future at Lackawanna College.
Thibodeau just had enough on that home run to get it out of here. It's 328 feet to the left field corner. And he hit it, 30, 40 feet towards center field, but the ball hit the top of the brick wall and was just out of the reach of the DMACC left fielder Cody Williams. So 2-1 Eunice in the top of the 7th inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Bears. First time they've trailed. Dalton Luschke looks at a fastball low and outside from Brady Wilson. Wilson has allowed 8 base hits, but just 1 run that came in the first inning. There's a curveball too tall, 2-0 on Luschke. Luschke is 0 for 2, flying out to left and bouncing into a fielder's choice. Williams and Medina will follow. The 2-0 pitch, hit hard towards shortstop, diving stop by Deschamps, and he cannot make a play as he got to his feet and the ball came out of his glove. It's an infield leadoff single for Dalton Luschke, and the tying run is aboard. Boy, good play by Deschamps. He went a headlong dive toward the hole, had the ball in his mitt, but as he came up to transfer, it came out of his glove. Luschke is aboard, and that brings up Cody Williams, the 9th place hitter. There are only 2 hitters in the DMACC lineup that don't have a hit, and they were the 2 featured men that we talked about during our open. Lasham, who has 19 home runs, tops in the country, and Keefe, who has 13 home runs, 11th in the country. A bunt attempt by Williams goes foul. Those are the only 2 DMACC hitters without a base hit today. Our 2 biggest power threats. So Williams trying to lay down the bunt. That was more of a bunt for a base hit than a sacrifice type of bunt. Will he sacrifice now with the top of the order coming up next? You've got Medina in the on-deck circle. He's 3 for 3. Move goes to first. Wilson trying to pick off the runner. Luschke, who only had a step lead, is back easily. 2-1 Eunice, top of the 7th inning. Great ball game to start the day. Wilson off the third base side of the rubber. Williams shows bunt. Tried to bunt it and fouled it off. He had squared around really early. Was in good position, but just missed the bunt. Dan Fitzgerald in that third base coaching box going through the signs. Does he have enough confidence in Cody Williams to lay down a 2-strike bunt? He'd love to have that tying run in scoring position with the guys you have coming up. Another move over. Back in safely, Luschke. It's not that Luschke is getting such a big lead that Wilson wants to keep him close. He's just trying to see if Williams might show bunt, tip his hand. Now the 0-2 pitch. Williams not bunting, and he takes the ball outside. Lefty on lefty. It's a tough matchup by Williams, but he does have a hit and 2 tries. That was a third inning single. That was the inning that DMACC had the bases loaded and nobody out. They didn't score. Another move over. Luschke back on top of the bag with a step and a half. Hawkins holds him on. Third baseman Carrier is playing 3 steps behind the bag. Middle infield halfway. And on 1 and 2, another move over. And for the 3rd time today, Brady Wilson's cap blows off his head. He has long, dark hair and a little too much hair for that cap. Doesn't fit very well on his head, and it comes off sometimes when the wind blows hard and he picks to first base. Now the 1-2 pitch. Where'd that miss? Wow, good curveball. Looked to be right there. Call the ball. Williams gets a big break. Wilson thought he had strike 3. So did I. So 2-2 now on Williams with Medina waiting next. Jeff Willis hollering from the Eunice dugout. He's not making any friends today. He's been after, I think, almost every umpire on the field. The kick in the 2-2. Ground ball to second. Could be a double play. Rodriguez bobbles it, goes to pick it up, and has no play. Everybody's safe. That was a tailor-made double play ball to Casey Rodriguez, and as he went to flip to second base, he just did not field it first. An error on the Eunice second baseman, and the tying run in scoring position, and the go-ahead run at first base with no outs. That's the first error on either team, and will draw a visit to the mound from Jeff Willis, the head coach at LSU Eunice. All of a sudden, a couple of relief pitchers have run down to the left field bullpen. They'll get loose in a hurry. 9 base hits thus far for DMACC. They've been able to put the ball in play. Wilson with just a couple of strikeouts, only 1 walk. Just no big hits with people in scoring position. Right now, DMACC has 2 on, nobody out. Let's thank our host families and host teams and organizations for our teams in today's game. As I mentioned earlier, each of the teams here in the World Series is paired with a business or organization and a Little League team that serve as the host. DMACC being hosted by the Yard Dogs baseball team and Culligan of Enid, and LSU Eunice hosted by Enid Astros baseball and OG&E. 2-1 Eunice on the home run by Thibodeau in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now we're in the top of the 7th. DMACC with first and second, no outs, and their leadoff man, Edwin Medina, at the plate. Almost guarantee he is bunting. He is showing bunt very early as a wraparound move by Wilson towards second. Eunice got all the information they needed, but could Medina be messing with them? This guy's 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a single. He's up with people in scoring position now. Showing bunt, pulls back. He'll hit away and takes a ball low and outside. The old slash play. Dan Fitzgerald flashes the signs. He may change things up. Schmidt, the 2-hole, waiting on deck. Third baseman Carrier even with the bag. Hawkins, the first baseman, is in on the grass. And a 1-0. Bunted. The pitcher has it. Wilson will throw to third and gets the out there on the force play. Hard slide coming in by Luschke. Eunice. Jeff Willis going to go back out. He wants a double play called as Luschke came in with a pretty good hard slide, trying to break up a potential double play. Coach Willis has spent more time out there than some of his players. But Medina could not get the sacrifice down. He's upset at himself, throwing his batting gloves toward the dugout. The force play goes 1-5. Good play by Wilson, and as a lefty, he's already in very good position to field that ball and make the throw to third. So 1 man down, Williams at second, Medina the runner at first on the fielder's choice. And Coach Willis finally back to the dugout. That was a hard slide, but didn't see anything too flagrant or out of the ordinary. Just a good hard slide, trying to make sure Carrier didn't have a play back to first base. DMACC has left a lot of runs out there. Some opportunities wasted. 2 on, 1 out, Blake Schmidt the hitter. Wilson kicks and comes home. And Schmidt flashes bunt, takes it away, and takes the ball. Schmidt, a .392 hitter. 3 home runs and 37 RBIs. With a 2-1 Eunice lead, the Bears need a big base hit. Top of the 7th inning. We're starting to get late. Now the 1-0. Low for a ball. 2-0. There is a right-hander loose in the LSU Eunice bullpen. The cap has been taken off the head and wagged in the air, meaning he is ready. Wilson ready. The 2-0 pitch. Ground ball slowly hit towards second. Rodriguez has to come get it. He trips over the runner, and we're going to have a double play. We're going to have a double play as the runner, Medina, going from first to second, tripped over Rodriguez. The runner has to make an attempt to get out of the way. He didn't. Rodriguez and Medina got tangled up, and what would have only been an out at first base turns into a double play. A huge break for Eunice, and the inning is over. We'll explain more when we get back. No runs, a hit, an error, and DMACC strands another. It's stretch time at the World Series. Eunice 2, DMACC 1. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
It's Northcutt's Memorial Day sale. Get great rebates, Memorial Day bonus cash, liquidation discounts, and 0% for up to 72 months. New 2012 Chevy Silverado 1500 extended cab, only $26,749. Or a 1500 Crew, just $24,897. 2012 Chevy Sonic, just $15,499. Get pre-approved online at northcuttauto.com or call toll-free to lock in your best deal. Northcutt Chevrolet Buick Enid, your shortcut to a great deal.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
DMACC wastes another golden opportunity with a runner's interference for a double play. We're back to action and a swing and a foul ball at home plate by Stuart Turner. Leading off for Eunice in the bottom of the 7th. With first and second and 1 out, a slow ground ball was hit to second. Here's a fastball high and tight. Edwin Medina collided with the Eunice second baseman, Casey Rodriguez. It was runner's interference and an automatic double play. Swing and a miss by Turner. He's down a ball and 2 strikes. But DMACC had first and second, no outs. They couldn't get the bunt down to advance the runners. Then that double play ended the inning. A 1-2 pitch, high and away. Alec Crawford has pitched a beautiful game, and his teammates have had enough opportunities that he should be on the upside of this thing. Now Eunice would think the same thing, that they should have a bigger lead. 2-2 fell back. Turner, Rodriguez, Angel, 8-9-1, due up for the Bengals. 52-4. They've lost only 2 games since the month of March started. Their last loss was February 27th. The 2-2. A high chopping ground ball over the third baseman's head and on into left field for a base hit. Stuart Turner has a couple of singles on the day. Leadoff man on for Eunice. When I say that last loss was on February 27th, they did have 2 since then, but I meant to say they had 2 losses very early in the season, but just 2 since that point. They've won 21 of their last 22 games, 14 in a row, and cruised into this World Series, winning all 3 games convincingly in the district. Now it's Casey Rodriguez, the 9th man. He bunts. He pops it up into foul ground. Noss cannot get to it, and the ball lands foul. Casey Rodriguez was trying to push that bunt to the left side and fouled it off. 2-1 Eunice, bottom of the 7th inning. Winner of this game will take on the winner of Scottsdale and Western on Tuesday night at 7. The loser will play at noon on Tuesday against the loser of that game. Here's the 0-1. Popped up again on the bunt. This time the pitcher calls, he dropped it. He'll pick it up, will throw to second base and get the force out. Now a throw back to first, a double play. It's a double play. Rodriguez never did run out of the box, and it turns into a double play. My goodness. The pitcher, Crawford, was calling for that bunt. He collided with Noss, and both players dropped it. So Crawford threw to second and got the out there, and then back to first for a double play. My goodness. We've seen some odd things in today's game. That's a 1-6-3 double play, and the bases are empty. Here's a fastball high to Adam Angel. That was awfully interesting. The 1-0. Low. Rodriguez thought, hey, they're going to catch that easily, so he never did run out of the box, and it cost him. Turned out to be a great thing for DMACC. The ball was dropped as Angel grounds it foul on the third base side. Angel today has a hit, strikeout, and he's been hit by a pitch. He's 1 for 2. Here's the next. Swing and a miss. Angel late on a fastball. 89 on the radar gun. Crawford has reached 92 on more than one occasion. As Crawford ready and delivers. Jammed him. A pop-up goes to second base. There is Sean Moore, and he makes the catch to retire the side. The double play turns in to be a 1-2-3 inning. We're through 7 at the World Series. LSU Eunice 2, DMACC 1. We'll pause as this is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
Forbes magazine calls Central Iowa the best place in America for business and careers. If you want a great career, Central Iowa is the place to be. And if you want a great education, come to DMACC this fall. DMACC offers you a practical education that focuses on skills employers are looking for. And by the way, you'll save thousands of dollars in tuition. Fall classes start August 23rd.
2-1, LSU Eunice has the lead over DMACC. Stay with us after each and every game of the World Series. We'll name our Wings to Go players of the game. Wings to Go at the corner of Cleveland and Garriott in Enid. They, of course, are simply great wings, but more than that. They've got burgers, salads, wraps, flatbreads, and a whole lot more. That's Wings to Go behind the Starbucks in Enid. Wings to Go, don't you know? Sponsor of our players of the game. DMACC has out-hit LSU Eunice 9-6, but they trail 2-1. 3, 4, and 5 due up against Brady Wilson, pitching into the 8th inning. Alex Lasham leads it off and grounds it foul, wide of his third base coach and head coach, Dan Fitzgerald. DMACC started this season at just 6-8, and they've been on a tear ever since, 44-5 since March the 4th. That's a pretty good record unless you're Eunice, and they're 52-4 overall. Lasham swing and a miss. He goes down to a knee, fooled by a changeup. Lasham, the country's leading home run man, with the wind blowing out toward the left field foul pole. He's just trying to get one up into the air. Time called prior to our 0-2 pitch. Third base umpire and Dan Fitzgerald talking about something. Maybe a ball got loose, perhaps, who knows. But now we're ready. It's Lasham, Moore, and Keefe in this 8th inning. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on another changeup. Lasham having a very rough day. The country's leading home run man is 0 for 4. Just the third strikeout for Brady Wilson. In this game, DMACC in the first inning should have had first and third no outs. Medina got overly aggressive and was thrown out at third base, rounding the bag. DMACC settled for 1 run as Moore takes a pitch low. In the third inning, they had the bases loaded, no outs, and failed to score. 7th inning, first and second, no outs, and failed to score. There's a ground ball to second base. Rodriguez comes to get it. He fields and throws out his counterpart. 2 men down. This LSU Eunice team, they have found every way to win this year. 52-4. They've won high-scoring games. They've won low-scoring games. They've blown people out. They've won close games. Trying to knock off DMACC in the first round as Keefe stands in and takes a fastball outside off the corner. Now the 0-1 to Colin Keefe. Checks his swing. The pitch was low. The appeal to first and no swing, says our first base umpire. Keefe is 0 for 3. He and Lasham are the only 2 hitters in the DMACC lineup without a base hit. There's ball 3 upstairs. Wilson, maybe a little bit overly excited after getting the first 2 men, has thrown 3 consecutive balls. There's a strike. Inside corner, belt high. Left fielder Angel playing very deep. As on 3-1, Keefe grounds it foul on the third base side. So Wilson has come back to run it to a full count. You look ahead to the bottom of the 8th inning for Eunice. They'll send up 2, 3, and 4. Wilson out of the full windup. The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul again. Just over Dan Fitzgerald's head in the third base coaching box. DMACC scored a run in the first. Eunice single runs in the 4th and the 6th. The payoff pitch. Grounded foul. This time Coach Fitzgerald knocks it down. The ball goes to the LSU Eunice dugout. Colin Keefe staying alive, trying to get on base with Noss waiting next. The 3-2 again. Grounded foul, same place. Wilson continues to work Colin Keefe inside, and Keefe continues to hit him foul. We'll see if Wilson doesn't try something different. The windup and the pitch. Grounded foul again. He's trying to pick off his third base coach over there. Coach Fitzgerald just keeps doing the dance. There's a LSU Eunice player down that line. He just keeps fielding those balls and throwing them back to the dugout. With nobody on, 2 outs, the 3-2 pitch to Keefe. Low and away. Nice at-bat by Colin Keefe. He stayed alive, and eventually draws a walk. Tying run is on with 2 outs. Jake Noss, the scheduled hitter. Will we have a pinch hitter or a pinch runner perhaps? Yes, we will have a pinch runner. Colin Keefe is the DH. He will go out, and a new runner will come on for DMACC. Trying to exactly see who that is. He won't turn his back to us, but there is a pinch runner over there for the Bears. Noss will be the hitter. They have just announced that Davian Giles is the pinch runner for DMACC. Giles, a sophomore from East Moline, Illinois. But he is the tying run and could be a threat to steal. A move goes to first. Wilson going to check on him. Numbers this year for Giles, playing in just his 18th game. He only has 1 stolen base in 2 attempts. But better speed than Keefe. The pitch to Noss. In the dirt. Blocked nicely by Turner, the catcher. Giles will take over in that 5th spot if it happens to come around again. We're in the top of the 8th inning, 2-1 Eunice. First game of the day, last opening round game. Move to first, Giles back in. Wilson almost threw that ball away. Hawkins leaned over across the runner and saved the ball from going down the line. The 1-0 pitch. A swing and a shot down the left field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. It's fair. Over to cut it off on Gel does. Giles will have to stop at third. It's a long single for Noss. And the tying run now 90 feet away as Noss has his second base hit. Great job by Adam Mongel. The Eunice left fielder able to cut that ball off before it got to the wall. Otherwise, Giles would have scored. First and third for DMACC, and they need another 2-out hit. Brad Lamberty is up. And Jeff Willis out of the dugout may make a move. Brady Wilson has pitched a great game, but he will call to the bullpen, will coach Willis. Let's step aside. We're in the top of the 8th inning. DMACC has first and third with 2 outs, and Eunice leads it 2-1. We'll pause. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Hey, Monique, wait up.
Manny, good to see you.
Wow, great outfit.
I got it on Park Avenue.
Park Avenue? You're a classy lady, Monique, but can you afford to shop on Park Avenue?
You can if it's Park Avenue in Enid, Oklahoma. I got this outfit for only $5 at Park Avenue Thrift.
Park Avenue Thrift? What's that?
It's a thrift store in the 500 block of South Grand, right on Park Avenue. They have anything you could want, even outfits like this one at ridiculously low prices.
Is it exclusive? Can you get me in, Monique?
Of course, anyone can shop there. That's why they call it Enid's own community thrift store. And the best part is that 100% of the profit is given back to the community. Would you like to go with me? It's just up the street.
I'm no dummy. Let's go.
Will Bacon has come out of the LSU Eunice bullpen trying to shut down this DMACC rally. First and third, 2 men out. The hitter is Brad Lamberty. Bacon, a right-handed freshman, I should say, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Lamberty, the hitter, tying run at third. Go ahead run at first. The first pitch. A fastball too high at 86 miles per hour. Bacon this year is 4-0 with a 3.48 ERA, his 11th game pitched. Eunice has a closer that's ranked in the top few in the country in saves. They are not pitching him as a swing and a miss. Lamberty late on a fastball. Patrick Michon, third in the country with 14 saves. He's not the man called in this situation. Instead, it's Will Bacon. Lamberty is 1 for 3, and on 1-1, he takes upstairs. Ball nearly got over the catcher's head. If so, it would have scored Giles from third. Davian Giles, the pinch runner at third base. He came in for Colin Keefe, who walked. Giles went to third on the base hit by Nouse. So with first and third, a 2-1 count. Bacon leaning in for the sign. Comes set. Kicks and pitches. In the dirt, 3-1. On deck is Luschke, the 8th place hitter. Outstanding ball game. Number 1 LSU Eunice, number 4 DMACC. They just happened to draw each other in the first round. A lot of hitting room down the left field line for Lamberty as Bacon is ready. And on 3-1. Ball 4 upstairs. That will load him up with 2 outs. Another right-hander has gone to the bullpen, Brady Wilson. He'll get loose in a hurry. So they're loaded up with 2 outs for Dalton Luschke. All of a sudden, the Bears have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stuart Turner calls time, the Eunice catcher. He'll run out to visit with Will Bacon. Glad to have you with us on a gorgeous day in Northwest Oklahoma. It's hot, it's windy. We've got outstanding baseball and a very good crowd for a noon game on a Sunday. Still 2 games left to come, both elimination contests at 3:30. The next game, Catawba Valley will face Rhode Island. Then at 7 o'clock, it's Lackawanna, Pennsylvania against Grand Rapids. We hope you'll stay with us, whether you're listening locally on ESPN Radio KCRC or watching online on NJCAA TV. Luschke is ready. They're loaded up with 2 outs. Bacon's pitch. Right down the middle, a called strike. Luschke has 1 hit in 3 trips. DMACC has had this scenario before, and they have failed to score a couple of times today. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a pop-up, hit back of first. Hawkins on the run, near the wall, runs out of room. It's a foul ball leaving the playing area. Wynn was trying to keep it in playable territory, but Hawkins on the dead sprint could not get there. Out of his reach. And Luschke now down 2 strikes as Will Bacon trying to shut down the rally. All this coming with 2 outs. Brady Wilson, the starter, goes 7 2/3, allowing only 1 run so far. Runners at second and third, his responsibility. Bacon settles. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Luschke chased a high fastball, and DMACC will strand 3 more. No runs, a hit, 3 left aboard. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Eunice 2, DMACC 1. This is the Division II NJCAA World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
The thrill of victory on the baseball field is a direct result of the hours of practice in the batting cage and the bullpen. Bottom line, it takes hard work when nobody's watching to join your team on the big stage as you compete for a World Series title. Advanced Pierre Food Company believes in supporting all Enid sports programs and local events, and they are proud to sponsor the NJCAA World Series. Advanced Pierre Food would like to wish the players, coaches, and fans good luck in the JUCO World Series. Let's play ball from Advanced Pierre Food Company.
DMACC has had opportunity after opportunity and has not been able to crack this LSU Eunice pitching staff. We stay 2-1 Eunice going to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Bengals look for a little bit of insurance off of Alec Crawford. He will pitch into the 8th inning. He'll face 2, 3, and 4 in the Eunice lineup: Harrington, Carrier, and Forbes. I was talking with the Eunice broadcast team just moments ago. They were telling us about Michon, the stud closer who has 14 saves this year. He has not been pitching all that well lately. That's why he wasn't in the game. First pitch, ground ball foul on the first base side off the bat of Harrington. In his last 4 appearances, Michon had blown a couple of saves, picked up some victories. In the last game that he pitched, he walked the bases loaded. So Coach Willis going to somebody else. They went to Will Bacon, and he saved Eunice's Bacon. Crawford back up on top of the bump and on 0-1. It's a fastball low and inside. Harrington today with a hit and 3 trips. Singled in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st, and flew out to left in the 5th. The 1-1 pitch. Hit high in the air to right center field. The wind will blow it back toward the infield. Medina is calling for it, the center fielder, and he puts away the first out. Left-handed hitters dread days like this in this ballpark. You walk into the ballpark and see, hey, 300 feet down the right field line, we're going to hit some home runs. But they designed this ballpark with the Oklahoma summer wind in mind. It blows out of the south, that's in from right, and it plays so much bigger than 300. In fact, I think it plays bigger than the 328 mark down the left field line. Sam Carrier in, fouls it off, back up and over. At least with 328 and that wind blowing in from right, you might get an occasional gust that blows it toward the foul pole and get some help. The 0-1 pitch. A fly ball to right field again. Luschke has this one tracked, and he puts up the glove, making the catch in right center field. First 2 LSU Eunice batters fly out to right. If you're DMACC and you look ahead to the 9th inning, 9, 1, and 2 are your scheduled hitters. Will Bacon might be the man. There's also Brady Demang in the left field bullpen, getting loose. He's the number 3 starter for Eunice and might become the closer today. First pitch fastball inside off the plate to Forbes. Drew Forbes 0 for 3. Strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. A little bit of everything. The 1-0. Grounded foul on the 3rd base side. Eunice coming in, they were the favorite to win it. Number 1 in the country, 52-4, and just rolling people entering the World Series. Today they're in a dogfight with DMACC. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Good pitch by Crawford. Still has some giddy up left in that right arm. That was 91 on the radar gun, and we're in the 8th inning. The big, tall Iowan winds and fires. Foul back. Drew Forbes was the Eunice participant Friday night during the Home Run Derby. Said this team was ready to go. Said they were all business. They have been all year long. Another 1-2. Swing and a foul tip at home plate. Forbes just got a piece. Ball trickled between the legs of the catcher. On a hot day in northwest Oklahoma, a lot of fans sitting in the upper deck in the shade, up back against the back portion of each side of the concourse. And on 1 and 2, Forbes hits a fly ball to right field. Luschke going toward the line, still tracking, and he makes the catch and leaps over top of the railroad ties out of play. He held on. What a play by Luschke. He had to catch it right along the foul line, then leap over the railroad ties to avoid crashing into them. 1, 2, 3 go the Bengals. We're through 8 in our World Series Day 2 opener. DMACC needs a run to tie, 2 to take the lead. Let's step aside. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Forbes magazine calls Central Iowa the best place in America for business and careers. If you want a great career, Central Iowa is the place to be. And if you want a great education, come to DMACC this fall. DMACC offers you a practical education that focuses on skills employers are looking for. And by the way, you'll save thousands of dollars in tuition. Fall classes start August 23rd.
It's the annual Memorial Day blowout sale. Now's the time to buy at the Mattress Hub. The deals are crazy. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic's most popular model, the Cloud Supreme, plus free delivery. Save up to $400 off on Serta's iComfort. On select mattresses, buy a bed, get a bed free. All this plus up to 4 years interest-free financing and a 1-year comfort guarantee. It's a Memorial Day sale you don't want to miss. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the cheap sheet to the mattress.
We're talking between innings up here in the broadcast booth with our NJCAA TV. How do we get Dalton Luschke on the top 10 plays on ESPN SportsCenter? That was amazing, the way he caught that ball on the dead run. And as I've told everybody in each of the games that I've broadcast, there's no foul territory down that line when you get near the foul pole. He had to catch the ball and leap up over the railroad ties that are about waist high, like Superman, flying out over top of them to avoid crashing into the wall. DMACC needs a run to tie. We're in the top of the 9th inning, 2-1, LSU Eunice. And a ground ball to the shortstop on the first pitch to Williams. Bobbled, throw to first, he's safe. Deschamps could not come up with it, and Cody Williams will reach on a leadoff error. New pitcher into the game for Eunice is Brady Wilson. Wilson trying to pick up the save. He had a first pitch ground ball, but his shortstop committed the second Eunice error of the afternoon. The tying run is aboard, leading off the inning. So here is Edwin Medina, the leadoff hitter. The pitch, a curve way outside. This year for Wilson, he is 7-0 with a 3.48 ERA. Does have one save. 72 1/3 innings pitched, 92 strikeouts, and 43 walks. The 1-0 in the dirt. Great scoop by Turner, the catcher. That was an 86-mile-per-hour fastball. As I mentioned a little while ago, Patrick Michon, who has 15 saves this season, has struggled as of late. He is not in the game. A bunt attempt by Medina goes foul. He was trying to drag one down the third base line. Williams reaching on an error for the second time today. 2-1 Eunice, top of the 9th inning. DMACC has out-hit the Bengals 10-6. Left fielder on gel is deep. Center fielder Harrington shaded toward left center. Thibodeau also deep and right. The pitch by Wilson. A check swing, he went too far, and a curveball in the dirt. And Medina down, 2-2 in the count. Today for Edwin Medina, he is 3 for 4. 2 doubles, a single, and he bounced into a fielder's choice. The pitch, just a little bit low. Nasty curveball by Wilson. It's got some sharp break to it. You can understand why he has such a high strikeout number. That is very sharp. That's big time. Will Williams run on 3-2? He's not going. And Medina taps it foul. Williams, the runner at first base. When you're down a run in the 9th inning, you'll play station to station. Wilson off the first base side of the rubber. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded foul on the third base side. Looking at the stolen base numbers this year for Cody Williams, he is 15 for 19. Good numbers, good percentage. Probably not the time to try one. As Medina hits a high chopper to third. This could be trouble. Carrier's got it. He fires across, not in time. The ground is hard, and Medina hit it straight into the ground. It popped so high in the air, he beats out his 4th hit of the day. And the first 2 men are on again for DMACC. It's the same song and dance, a different verse. Can the Bears complete the inning and get this game tied or get it in their favor? They've had chances all day long. They have 5 more hits than Eunice, yet only 1 run on 11 base hits. Blake Schmidt, the scheduled hitter, is down the third base line talking to his head coach, Dan Fitzgerald. They're talking bunting scenario you would expect. Alex Lasham, who was in the top 5 in the country in RBIs, waits on deck. Can Schmidt get these men over to set up a potential sacrifice fly to tie the game, or maybe even better for DMACC? Third baseman Carrier in. First baseman will charge. Schmidt squares to bunt as DeMang wheels around to second base. Brady Wilson started for Eunice. He's on the upside, 7 2/3. Bacon got the final out of the 8th inning. Now it's DeMang. Time called at home plate. DMACC down a run. First 2 men have reached in the 9th inning, nobody out. Schmidt squares to bunt. Now he pulls back and takes the ball low. He was not bunting. Today for Schmidt, he has a first inning single, a run scored. He's 1 for 3. He bounced into one of the most odd plays you can see in baseball. That's the runner's interference double play in the 7th inning. DeMang's 1-0. Schmidt hitting away, fouls it off. 1-1 on Blake Schmidt from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. They have long had a great Summer League American Legion program in Eden Prairie. Wonder if Schmidt was a part of that. I would probably assume so. They give him the left field line. He does bunt this time, and it's foul on the third base side. Boy, DMACC has not been able to get bunts down in key scenarios. Medina couldn't do it. He bunted into an out in the 7th inning on a forced play at third. Now Schmidt here in the 9th trying to advance the runners, get the tying and go-ahead runs to scoring position, doesn't get it down. With a ball and 2 strikes, will he bunt again? DeMang settles and pitches, and he hits him. But the umpire's going to call him back into home plate, saying that Schmidt leaned out over the plate. The pitch was inside, so it's a 2-2 count. You could see that a mile away. Blake Schmidt definitely leaned out over home plate trying to get hit. He did get hit, but because he leaned out over the plate, he'll be called back to hit again. It'll be a 2-2 count. If I'm an LSU Eunice fan, I'm wondering if that pitch was close enough to be a strike. That's my question. It takes some guts from the home plate umpire to make that call, but it was the right one. Schmidt in a 2-2 count. Runner at second, Williams. He's the tying run. Edwin Medina at first. He's the go-ahead run. Top of the 9th, Eunice leads 2-1. Nobody out. And DeMang pitches. A chopper foul on the third base side. What a game to start the day. Close, tight, lots of base runners, but well pitched. We do have 17 combined hits, and yet just 3 runs have crossed. The pitchers have come up in the biggest spots and got it done. A 2-2 pitch on the way again. Foul back. Alex Lasham waits in the on-deck circle. A big looming figure. Saw him prior to the game and thought, man, they grow him big in Iowa. He is an imposing figure. DeMang sets again. The 2-2. Ground ball in the hole at third. A base hit. It's through. Williams being waved around. Here comes a throw to the plate. The slide. He is safe. And DMACC has tied the game on Blake Schmidt's RBI single. It's 2-2. DMACC had wasted scoring chances all day long, but Schmidt delivers the RBI hit past the diving third baseman. And the Bears are not done yet. They're thinking get the lead. First and second, no outs. Jeff Willis again comes out of the Eunice dugout. He'll take a trip to the mound. There is nobody loosening in the bullpen for Eunice. This is Domingue's game. In this inning, the leadoff error set the tone. On the first pitch, Cody Williams bounced one to Deschamps. He just could not field it properly. That allowed Williams to reach. Then Medina with the base hit. Schmidt with the RBI single through the left side. Quick conversation as Eunice trying to get everything settled on defense with the entire infield in there, just making sure that they've got their bunt defense down. You wonder if Lachaume, how good he is at bunting. The biggest power threat in all of NJCAA D2 baseball. Can the guy lay down a bunt? If he could, this would be the spot to do it. The pitch. Lachaume takes a curveball for a strike. Lachaume was not squaring to bunt. He is 0 for 4 today, and he's been up in some critical spots. Domingue comes set, and time is called. On deck is Sean Moore. DMACC took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Eunice tied the game in the bottom of the fourth. Landon Thibodeau's home run in the 6th inning gave them the lead. But here in the 9th, DMACC has tied it. Still nobody out, the 0-1. A fly ball hit to shallow right center. That probably won't advance the runners. Out goes the second baseman. He makes the catch. First out of the inning, Lachaume is 0 for 5. Medina could not tag and move up. So here comes Sean Moore. If you're thinking about where Eunice is at in their lineup, it's 5, 6, and 7. Hawkins, Thibodeau, and Deschamps.
Second baseman number 3, Sean Moore.
The Bears will send up Sean Moore, their second baseman. He has an RBI hit, and he's grounded out the last 3 at-bats. The go-ahead run at second, Medina. Schmidt at first base. Domingue pitches and fires a curveball right down the middle, a called strike. A lot of hitting room down the left field line. Third baseman Carrier is deep. Middle infield wants the double play. On 0-1, Moore takes low. Good scoop by the catcher, Turner. Stuart Turner has played well behind the dish. He's blocked several tough pitches today. Outfield straight away, and they're playing deep. The 1-1. Check swing and a ball low. Looked like he held up. Eunice probably wants an appeal. No, they're not even going to ask for one. Looked like Moore did hold up his swing. So 2 balls and a strike. There's a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle because Colin Keefe, the normal DH, was pinch run for last inning. Now on 2-1. Low and away is ball 3. Domingue just missed. 89 on the radar gun. Moore with the hitter's count. He'll be looking for a go pitch. On 3-1, Domingue does not want to send that runner to third because of a walk. Here it comes. A ground ball foul pulled next to the Eunice dugout. Do the Bears have the guts to start the runners on a 3-2 pitch with just 1 out? You've got outstanding speed out there. Medina at second, Schmidt at first. As some more bullpen help goes down for Eunice. Domingue off the first base side of the rubber, leans in for the sign, comes set. The runners do not go, and the pitch hit him. Inside was the pitch, and Sean Moore is hit on the left arm to load the bases with only 1 away. DMACC has the go-ahead run 90 feet away, and they will send up a pinch hitter. In the on-deck circle was Aaron Overbeck, and Overbeck will be the man to bat. Colin Keefe started as the DH. He was pinch run for by Davian Giles, and now Giles will be pinch hit for by Aaron Overbeck. Overbeck, a freshman from Mason City, Iowa. He is 6'1", 195 pounds. Overbeck this year playing in just his 18th game. He's batting only .212. 7 hits and 33 at-bats with 7 RBIs. The biggest at-bat of his career by far. Can he get that runner home from third? Eunice's corners are in. They will come home for the double play. The pitch. And Overbeck takes it. The ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner. He will score. It's 3-2 DMACC on a pass ball as Turner could not hang on to an outside fastball. And the Bears have taken the lead. With all that pressure riding on Overbeck's shoulders, it was Eunice's catcher, Turner, who had the ball go off his mitt. He was just trying to frame the pitch and couldn't catch it. So DMACC takes the lead, and they're looking for more. Runner at third, less than 2 outs, infield in. Overbeck takes a curveball too tall. It's 2-0. My goodness. What a rally by DMACC here in the top of the 9th inning. An error, a couple of hits, a hit batter, and the pass ball. DeMang sets off the first base side, and time is called. Overbeck wants a moment to think about it. There was a team in this field that wouldn't be intimidated by Eunice. You knew it was going to be DMACC or maybe even Western. As now time is called, Jeff Willis back out. He'll make another call to the bullpen. So we'll step aside. We're in the top of the 9th inning. The Bears from Des Moines Area Community College have come from behind. They lead at 3-2 and looking for more when we return. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods. They didn't go to him earlier, but LSU Eunice, now in the top of the 9th inning, down a run, goes to Patrick Michon. Michon is the closer who has 15 saves, ranked in the top 5 in America in saves. In fact, he is second, only behind Scottsdale's Brian Sova. But Michon, who had been struggling as of late, now will get the call. Some of the numbers on him, he is 2-0 this season with 15 saves and a 2.05 ERA. 22 innings pitched, only 6 runs, 5 earned, 11 walks, and 21 strikeouts. He enters the game to face Aaron Overbeck in a 2-0 count. Runners at second and third, only 1 out. The infield has to stay in for Eunice, with DMACC leading by a single run, 3-2. Tough spot for Michon, especially that he has to come in with a 2-0 count. The righty pitches. Upstairs, it's ball 3. He winds up walking this hitter. It will belong to Brady DeMang, since DeMang had started the at-bat. DeMang only a third of an inning, the 3-0. A strike at the knees. Overbeck thought it was ball 4. He comes back. Jake Noss waits in the on-deck circle. Noss is 2 for 2. Outfield bunching toward the middle, and they're in medium depth. Infield in all the way around. Overbeck, the pinch hitter, takes ball 4, and that will reload the bases. So that walk does belong to DeMang. He goes a third of an inning, giving up 2 hits, hit a man, and walked a batter. Bases loaded for Jake Noss. Noss is 2 for his last 2, 2 for 4 overall. DMACC wants some insurance, leading by a run. Will they give their pitcher, Alec Crawford, an opportunity for a complete game, or is there somebody loose? First off, it's Noss, and he takes low and away. Michon has come on and thrown only 1 strike out of 4 chances. 92, that one on the radar gun. Michon is from Houston, Texas, and on 1-0, a swing and a miss. Noss right over the top of a fastball. In this inning, an error started the whole rally. An error, 2 hits, a pass ball, a hit batter, a wild pitch, a walk, a little bit of everything. The 1-1. Change up, too tall. 2 balls and a strike on Noss. 5, 6, and 7 will be due for Eunice in the bottom of the 9th inning. First, the 2-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. 3-1. Will Noss even have the green light? Michon has to throw a strike. He works out of the dead center of the rubber. Michon comes set. The 3-1 pitch. Right down central, a strike at the belt. Looked like Noss was taking all the way. DMACC leads by a run. They're trying to hit a fly ball to the outfield to get a sac fly. The 3-2 pitch. A swing and a long one. This one's deep down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And it is foul. Noss just missed a grand slam, and if not for that Oklahoma wind, he would have had one. With the wind blowing out of the south at about 30 miles per hour today, that ball went from in left field for a grand slam to well foul past the foul pole. Off the bat, you thought he had it, but the wind just kept taking that ball farther and farther foul. So we'll do it again on 3-2. Michon settles, and the pitch. Ball 4, he walked him, and DMACC has a 2-run lead. An RBI walk for Jake Noss, and it's 4-2 Bears. Trying to knock off the #1 team in the country in the opening round game of the World Series. And now they're looking for more. Brad Lamberty is the hitter. Lamberty is 1 for 3 with a walk. Michon pitches. Swing and a miss. Good challenge by Michon. He went right after him. Top of the 9th inning, DMACC with a 3-run rally to have a 4-2 advantage. What a rally by the Bears after they squandered some chances early on. They're still loaded up with 1 out. And the pitch. Grounded slowly on the third base line, foul. Lamberty's only hit came in the 4th inning. He was put out on a fielder's choice, the following hitter. He walked last inning and was stranded. Prior to the 9th, DMACC had left 9 runners aboard. Actually, 10 runners aboard. But they've been able to get them home this inning. Time called. Coming up next, it is losers bracket play, Catawba Valley and the Community College of Rhode Island. Tom Nelson will have the call. Tonight at 7, Lackawanna and Grand Rapids. Also an elimination game. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a foul. Good rip by Lamberty on a curve. DMACC fans, including some young kids that are part of that host program, they're banging on 5-gallon buckets and they're making noise, much like the Western Oklahoma State fans do. An 0-2 pitch. Hit foul. Michon continues to challenge Brad Lamberty. Lamberty staying alive. This DMACC team has been here before. They made the World Series last year, got deep into it, made a nice run through the losers bracket, came up short. They lost to the eventual champions, Western. Michon settles. Another 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Outstanding slider, low and away, out of the zone, and Lamberty strikes out. Even though it's a 2-run game, that's still big as DMACC trying to get as many across as they can. That was a chance to do it without the benefit of a hit. But Lamberty strikes out, and it brings in Dalton Luschke. Luschke got to the 9th inning with a highlight reel catch. Now he's the 9th man to bat this inning. And the pitch to him. Is swung on and grounded to second base. Up with it, Rodriguez. He throws out Luschke, and the inning is over. But DMACC will take the lead to the 9th inning. The Bears score 3 runs on only 2 hits. There was an error and 3 more men left on. DMACC is stranded 13. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's DMACC 4, Eunice 2. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Forbes magazine calls Central Iowa the best place in America for business and careers. If you want a great career, Central Iowa is the place to be. And if you want a great education, come to DMACC this fall. DMACC offers you a practical education that focuses on skills employers are looking for. And by the way, you'll save thousands of dollars in tuition. Fall classes start August 23rd.
It's Northcutt's Memorial Day sale. Get great rebates, Memorial Day bonus cash, liquidation discounts, and 0% for up to 72 months. New 2012 Chevy Silverado 1500 extended cab, only $26,749. Or a 1500 Crew, just $24,897. 2012 Chevy Sonic, just $15,499. Get pre-approved online at northcuttauto.com or call toll-free to lock in your best deal. Northcutt Chevrolet Buick Enid, your shortcut to a great deal.
4-2, DMACC has the lead over LSU Eunice, and Alec Crawford will look for his 10th complete game of the season. He'll try to go the distance facing Zach Hawkins. And Hawkins takes a strike down the heart of the plate. Hawkins, Thibodeau, Deschamps, the 3 men due up. The 0-1, way outside on a changeup. Crawford's been good. He's allowed 6 base hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch. Here's a ground ball to second base. Sean Moore sucks it up and throws him out. 1 down in the bottom of the 9th. DMACC can complete this comeback. What a win it would be for them. Just to get the first victory in the World Series is big, but to beat the #1 team in the country and the favorites and do it in come-from-behind fashion in the 9th inning, that's even bigger. They would take so much momentum into the winner's bracket. The winner of this game plays Tuesday night at 7 as Thibodeau is in. And Thibodeau takes a ball a little bit too high. At the time he hit it, Thibodeau's home run looked to be the game winner. Not so fast, said DMACC. The 1-0 is a strike right down the middle. 1-1. Crawford works off the third base side of the rubber. And the 1-1 pitch. Popped up into right center field. On the run, Medina. He's calling for it. He's got it. 2 men down. Medina just plays it almost nonchalantly out there. He calls early and he throws the hands up in a manner that would make you think he has no idea where the ball is going to be, but he's always there gliding toward it. And DMACC is 1 out away from knocking off the #1 team in the country to advance to the winner's bracket. The last hope for the Bengals, Garrett Deschamps. And Deschamps fouls it off, back up and over the right side. Alec Crawford never wavered. Even when his offense wasn't helping him out, he stayed in there, hung tough, and kept this a close game. And right now, DMACC has the lead. Here's a curveball low. During your postgame, we'll be sure to name our Wings to Go players of the game. Crawford winds and fires. Low and outside. 2-1 on Deschamps, who was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the next. Ground ball to shortstop should end it. Up with it is Schmidt. He bobbles it and has no play. An error started the top of the 9th inning, allowing DMACC to come from behind. With 2 outs, Schmidt commits the first error for the Bears. The ball just took a little bit of a difficult hop at the very end, and he's mad at himself, hopping up and down out at the shortstop position. They will get it to Stuart Turner, who represents the tying run. Long ball would tie it. Crawford pitches. Fouled off over the right side. Turner's had a good day. 2 base hits, including an RBI single in the 4th inning. At the time, that tied the game. Eunice down to its final out. The tying run at the plate. Crawford checks and pitches. The ball gets away from the catcher. Off of Lamberty's mitt to the backstop, Deschamps will make second. That runner does not mean anything for LSU Eunice. All it does is take away the force play at second base. That'll be a pass ball on Lamberty. Pitch he should have caught. There is some activity in the DMACC bullpen if they need to go to a reliever. But Crawford trying for a complete game. He should have had it. Here's the 1-1. Hit him. And now the winning run will come to the plate as Crawford lets one loose, up and in, and it hits the elbow of Stuart Turner. That's the second batter that Crawford has plunked, and things have all of a sudden become very interesting. The 9th place hitter, Casey Rodrigue, represents the winning run. Rodrigue is a left-handed batter who has hit into 2 double plays today. Dan Fitzgerald, the DMACC head coach, will come out of the dugout, walk to the mound. Will he allow Crawford a chance to stay in the game? DMACC should have already salted this one away. The ground ball to shortstop was booted by Schmidt, then the hit by pitch. There is a reliever ready for DMACC if they call upon him. Looking this year, Paul Volker does have 5 saves, and Brandon Peterson has 3 saves. But right now, it's going to be Crawford's game, at least for one more hitter. Eunice looking for a little bit of magic of their own in the 9th inning. All coming with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Next game is scheduled to start at 3:30. That'll be between Catawba Valley and Rhode Island. In the night at 7, Lackawanna and Grand Rapids. Either way, win or lose, both of these teams take tomorrow off. LSU Eunice is going to go to a pinch hitter. They will call to their bench. Casey Rodrigue was the scheduled hitter. But instead, Eunice will go to Mark Picciola. Picciola is from LaPlace, Louisiana, 6'1", 206 pounds. So here's Picciola, and we'll have a pinch runner at first base as well for Turner, the catcher. Josh Sims will pinch run at first. So Eunice trying to put their best possible combination on the base pass and at the plate. But Picciola will get a chance to pinch hit, representing the winning run. Alec Crawford looking for his complete game to get his team into the winner's bracket. He comes set and pitches and fires a strike right down the middle. Picciola has played a bunch this year. This is his 48th game. He's hitting .308 with 1 home run and 29 RBIs. So that's nothing to sniff at. The 0-1 pitch. Just outside. Crawford wanted the call. You could see him bend his knees after he let it fly. He thought he had strike 2. Deschamps the runner at second. Sims the tying run at first. And on 1-1, Picciola tried to check his swing but could not. He goes around, and Eunice down to its final strike. Crawford off the first base side of the rubber. Glove resting against his left thigh. Ball in his bare hand. He comes set. He checks. He pitches. Swing and a foul ball back over. We'll do it again on 1-2. Picciola stays alive. Williams, the left fielder, deep. So is Medina in center. Luschke playing shallow and right. Crawford raised himself. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball laced foul toward the DMACC dugout. Heads up, fellas. And ball ricocheted off the facing right in front of that dugout where all those players are hanging out over top of the dugout. They're leaning up against the railing. That ball was any higher, it might have picked somebody off. So Picciola staying tough. Rodrigue went 1 for 3 today. Picciola pinch hitting here in the 9th. He's the winning run, tying run at first. The check at second by Crawford. The pitch just missed upstairs. An 88-mile-per-hour fastball was a tad high. 2-2. Top of the order, Angel waits in the on-deck circle. Will he even get a chance? Crawford sets himself. Checks and pitches. A swing and a line drives the base hit to right field. Up with it, Luschke. The runners will hold at third and second. They are loaded up on a pinch single by Mark Picciola. And now the tying run is at second base. Eunice will just not go away. This game should have been over, but the error by Blake Schmidt kept things alive. Then a hit batter and a single. And all of a sudden, the Bengals have the winning run on base, and they'll face a new pitcher. Alec Crawford will not get his complete game, as there goes the call to the bullpen. Let's step aside. Bottom of the ninth, DMACC 4, Eunice 2. We'll pause. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series, presented by Advanced Pierre Foods. DMACC has gone to the bullpen. They bring in Paul Volker. He's their saves leader, a 5'10", 180-pound freshman from Plymouth, Minnesota. Volker, outstanding numbers, 5-1 and a 1.77 ERA, 5 saves. He will face Adam Angel, the leadoff hitter for Eunice. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and DMACC holding on to a 4-2 lead. This game should have been over. The error by the shortstop Schmidt kept it alive. And Eunice still has some life. Angel is 1 for 3 and has been hit by a pitch. Volker delivers. High and outside, an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Alec Crawford went 8 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits and 2 earned runs. 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. The 1-0 pitch. Way high for a ball. I think Volker's amped up. Guarantee it. His catcher, Lamberty, says settle down. And runner at third is not the important one. It's Josh Sims, the pinch runner at second, who is the tying run. And Picciola over at first, who is the winning run. Volker readies himself, the 2-0. That's high for a ball. The pressure of the World Series beginning to get to DMACC. It got to Eunice on the top of this inning. Can Volker climb the ladder? He's down 3-0. And there's ball 4. A run will score. It's 4-3. Now the tying run is at third. The winning run in second base in scoring position. All this with 2 outs. An error, a hit batter, a single, a pinch hit single, by the way, and a walk. And now we're going to have another pinch runner going out to second base. Looks like Chuck Tillery out of Starkville, Louisiana. Tillery is 6'1", 195, and a sophomore. He'll run for Picciola. He represents the winning run. Dalton Harrington is the hitter. He's a lefty, 1 for 4 on the night. Volker has come on and thrown 4 balls, trying to close the game for Crawford. The pitch. There's a strike at the knees. DMACC needs just 1 more out. LSU Eunice, a base hit, could potentially win the game. Outstanding speed where it counts. The 0-1. High and wide. Harrington singled back in the third inning. Struck out in the first, flew to left and flew to center. 1 for 4. Left-handed hitter. Infield is all deep. Force at every base. As Volker stands against the rubber from the extreme first base side. The right-hander settles and pitches. That's high for a ball. 2-1. Volker's got to find the strike zone. These Eunice hitters will be patient. DMACC wasted so many opportunities early. They charged from behind, picked up the 4-2 lead. Now it's Eunice trying to rally with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Volker's 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Is it playable? No, it's not. It's out of here. Back up and over. Again, the Bengals down to their final strike. 2-2 on Dalton Harrington. If it would get that far, Carrier waits next. Tying run at third is Sims. Tillery, the runner at second, he's the winning run. Runner at first, Angel, does not mean much. He would just try to break something up at second. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and DMACC advances. The Bears knock off the #1 team in the country and hang on for a 4-3 come-from-behind win. Paul Volker walks a man but strikes out Dalton Harrington to end the game. And for just the 5th time this year, LSU Eunice drops a contest. It snaps their 14-game winning streak. Your final score, DMACC 4, Eunice 3. Postgame is on the way, as this is the D2 NJCAA World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.
Forbes magazine calls Central Iowa the best place in America for business and careers. If you want a great career, Central Iowa is the place to be. And if you want a great education, come to DMACC this fall. DMACC offers you a practical education that focuses on skills employers are looking for. And by the way, you'll save thousands of dollars in tuition. Fall classes start August 23rd.
It's Northcutt's Memorial Day sale. Get great rebates, Memorial Day bonus cash, liquidation discounts, and 0% for up to 72 months. New 2012 Chevy Silverado 1500 extended cab, only $26,749. Or a 1500 Crew, just $24,897. 2012 Chevy Sonic, just $15,499. Get pre-approved online at northcuttauto.com or call toll-free to lock in your best deal. Northcutt Chevrolet Buick Enid, your shortcut to a great deal.
A happy DMACC dugout, and the folks in Boone, Iowa let out a sigh of relief as DMACC holds on for a 4-3 victory over LSU Eunice. The #4 ranked team in the country knocks off the favorites coming into the World Series, #1 LSU Eunice, 4-3. Let's tell you how this game unfolded. DMACC picked up a run on the top of the first inning. Edwin Medina led off with a double, and Blake Schmidt then had an infield base hit. But as Medina rounded third too hard, he was thrown out by Garrett Deschamps. That left Schmidt at first base. After a ground out, then moved the runner up, Sean Moore singled him home. So it was 1-0 DMACC after a half inning. We stayed that way until the bottom of the 4th when Eunice tied the game. A 1-out walk to Landon Thibodeau, a walk to Deschamps put runners at first and second, Then Stuart Turner drove home Thibodeau with the base hit. It was 1-1. Eunice would take its first and only lead in the bottom of the 6th inning on a 2-out solo home run by Thibodeau that hit the top of the wall and went over the left field fence. It was 2-1 Eunice. We went to the top of the 9th, and DMACC had had opportunity after opportunity, and they had failed to get the game tied or even get the lead. But they would take the lead for good in the top of the 9th inning. It started with an error. Cody Williams hit a ground ball to Deschamps at shortstop. He just misplayed it. The tying run was on. Edwin Medina followed with a single. Blake Schmidt had an RBI hit that tied the game at 2. After a pop-up, Sean Moore was hit by a pitch to load the bases, then a pass ball would score the go-ahead run. There was a walk to Aaron Overbeck, then a walk to Jake Noss that brought home a run, and it was 4-2. We went that way to the bottom of the 9th inning, and after 2 men were out with nobody on, things got interesting. Garrett Deschamps grounded one to his counterpart, Blake Schmidt, who bobbled the ball for an error with 2 outs. Stuart Turner was hit by a pitch. Mark Picciola had a pinch hit single to load the bases. That brought Paul Volker out of the bullpen. He walked Adam Angel to make it 4-3, but struck out Dalton Harrington to end the game, and DMACC hangs on 4-3. For the Des Moines area Community College Bears, 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, 13 men left on base. I told you they had some chances. For LSU Eunice, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 8 men left on. The winning pitcher is the starter. Alec Crawford went 8 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, 2 of them earned on 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 hit by pitches. Paul Volker got the save, his 6th, a third of an inning. He faced 2 batters, a walk, and a strikeout. The losing pitcher for LSU Eunice in that 9th frame was Brady Domingue, a third of an inning with 3 runs and 2 of them earned on 2 base hits. The starter, Brady Wilson, went 7 2/3, giving up a run on 10 hits. Will Bacon pitched a third of an inning, and Patrick Michon pitched 2/3 of an inning in the 9th inning out of relief. With the win, Des Moines is now 51-13. They move to the winner's bracket and will play Tuesday night at 7 against the winner of Scottsdale and Western Oklahoma State. With the loss, LSU Eunice now 52-5, and they will have to play on Tuesday at noon against the loser of that Scottsdale and Western game. 4-3, DMACC beats LSU Eunice. When we come back, we'll name your Wings to Go players of the game. This is the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods. back at David Allen Memorial Ballpark, where DMACC has knocked off LSU-Eunice 4-3 in the final opening round game of the NJCAA Division II World Series. Time now to name your Wings to Go players of the game. Wings to Go at the corner of Cleveland and Garriott in Enid. They are more than just their simply great wings. They've got burgers, salads, wraps, and a whole lot more. But of course, their wings are outstanding. Stop by and see them during the tournament. Wings to Go, don't you know, sponsor of our players of the game. First for LSU-Eunice, Landon Thibodeau, who at the time in the 6th inning, that solo home run had given his team a 2-1 lead. He wound up just 1 for 2 with that big home run, but scored 2 runs and drew a couple of walks. And for DMACC, their scrappy little leadoff hitter, Edwin Medina, who had 4 base hits. He was 4 for 5, scored the go-ahead run in the 9th inning, had 2 doubles and 2 singles, and played a nice center field. So Edwin Medina from DMACC and Landon Thibodeau from LSU-Eunice are your Wings to Go players of the game. Here is the rest of the schedule for today. Coming up with a 3:30 scheduled first pitch. Might be a little bit after that. Just check in and find out. It's Catawba Valley and Rhode Island elimination game. Then at 7 o'clock tonight, Grand Rapids will meet Lackawanna. The winner's bracket that will start tomorrow, Scottsdale will take on Western at 12 noon on Monday. Then at 7 o'clock, it's Heartland and Madison. Again, with that win, DMACC moves to the 7 o'clock game on Tuesday night. With the loss, Eunice goes to the noon game on Tuesday afternoon. Want to say a big thank you to all you folks listening back in Boone, Iowa, joining us here on our broadcast. We'll talk to you folks on, well, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. My thanks to Lewis Foster, our producer-engineer, or pardon me, Darren Carlton, our producer-engineer, back in our Enid studios. My fault, DC, helping us out today on the radio side. Big thanks to Mike Nelson and Tom Nelson and John Herrick, who will soon be helping out with NJCAA TV. For all of them and for everyone who helped make our broadcast possible, this is Matt Howell saying so long for just a while from David Allen Memorial Ballpark as DMACC knocks off LSU-Eunice 4-3. You've been listening to the NJCAA Division II World Series presented by Advanced Pierre Foods.